basketball.
All the way to the basket. Lay it up and in, counted and one.
KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the U.S. men's national team playing tonight, the round of 16. They will face Belgium at 7 o'clock in Seattle. Good news they got today. They'll get leading goal scorer Folarin Balogun, who got a red card in the 64th minute of the last game after FIFA yesterday overturned his suspension, turned it into a one-year probation, meaning he can play tonight against Belgium. Mexico last night falls to England 3-2.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
The Cry Me a River Monday.
Here we go.
Here we go. All the crying coming out of Europe is just making me happy as hell. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix. We got a big soccer match tonight. USA and Belgium.
You know, I'm a soccer expert now.
Yes, you are. That's why we have you on the show, Minix.
And I can confidently say it's the biggest soccer match in American history, is it not?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Is it?
It might be.
I have no idea.
There are going to be more eyes on this, and there's more talk about this game. Monday Night Football in Seattle.
How about that?
Is Seattle not the best soccer market we have? It's Seattle and Portland in the MLS?
I guess.
I mean, you're
the soccer expert, buddy. I don't know.
Look, I've been a soccer expert for 8 seconds, so give me a little break, right? I'm getting there. But I am honestly a little torn on what FIFA did yesterday. I am thrilled that they righted a wrong, right? Because that was a BS red card. Said it in the moment. We'll continue to say it. But they should have overturned it immediately, not after the president called it. It smells of corruption.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, it does, but that feels like it's right in line with FIFA, right? All day yesterday on social media, because after Saturday, I didn't do a whole lot yesterday, but sit on the recliner.
Yeah.
And, America is a soccer country now, okay? What do you think it costs? $5 million? Maybe. I mean, if we were to find that out later, I don't think any of us would be surprised. When Sepp Blatter, who used to run FIFA, that got kicked out of his job because of corruption, is saying, dude, this smells of corruption. But I don't care. I mean, I don't like how we got to them getting it right, but it does feel a little wrong that he's playing tonight, but I'm ready for him to play tonight. And part of that, as we were talking about in the office earlier, it's kind of like when we were worried about Wemby. Would they upgrade that and suspend him? They're not going to suspend that guy during the finals.
Too many eyes.
Yeah, well, and look, Portugal and Spain are playing right now. I didn't know this ahead of time, even though I'm a soccer expert, but apparently Ronaldo had 2 games lifted.
That's exactly right.
He might not be on the field. Well, he would be now, but what if they didn't get here fast enough? You see what I mean?
There is precedence for this, and everybody Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't do anything.
Well, no, just ask him.
Make a phone call.
I'm
just saying. Look,
Donald Trump's doing victory laps over making a phone call.
Well, he's going to.
So
I
saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete, and I understand sports really well, and that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was 2 guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were 2 great athletes that got tangled up, and this referee, who is a little bit suspect.
Oh, yeah.
If you check his
Aren't
past.
they all?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy.
No.
But very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. You know, even people on the other side, they say, oh, we got lucky. Wow, that's... And it's very interesting. They say they don't show them in slow motion. And I never realized that. I never heard of that before. That they're not allowed to review in slow motion because it's so different. Because you'll take one little quarter of a second and you'll see that a hand is touching a neck or you see something. Whereas when you see it in fast motion, it will look like two guys collided, which is really what happened. They got sort of entangled. He didn't do anything wrong. And he's our best player or one of our best players, a very vital player. And he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much. Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair. But when they take your best player or just about, they have some great players, and they say you can't play.
Yeah.
That's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game. But how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do that. So, yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected, and by the way, whose level of respect has gone up tenfold.
He listened to me.
And he was good before this started. But, he really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not Biden. Biden was asleep.
Oh, here we go. Gosh. Yeah, all right. So he says he asked for a review. The Bosnian football Twitter account tweets out whether it is or isn't a red is now irrelevant. Government interference is a violation of FIFA Article 2 and 15, and the punishment is disqualification and suspension.
Well, then England should be suspended too, because I just saw that their prime minister called FIFA yesterday. They were going to move the time of their game against Mexico, and he said, absolutely not. We can't do that because that gives Mexico an advantage. And so,
but they took Viagra.
England ought to be suspended too then.
I mean, they didn't move the time. I mean, there's so much. I mean, it's FIFA, it's corruption. I think all of us know. I mean, I wish Trump would have made the call back when the Cowboys played the Packers because Des caught it. He could overturn that.
I don't think he was president at the time, was he?
It doesn't matter. He's Donald Trump.
I don't know.
I just, at the end of the day, he shouldn't have gotten a red card to begin with.
I totally agree with that.
And so this feels like the ultimate right outcome, but the path to get to the right outcome is not right. And again, soccer expert, there's now, I think, more pressure on USA to win tonight. Had they lost the game tonight, they had the built-in excuse, and we would celebrate this incredible run and blame the damn corrupt official and all of that. Now you better win tonight. Dude better score the goal tonight. I mean, just all of it's there. Like part of what I try to do is if we were playing a team and same situation applied to them, how would I react? And the way they got there doesn't seem right because we were told immediately after the game there is no review process. And then yesterday we all learned about Article 27, which contradicts a lot of other articles in the FIFA rulebook, apparently.
Well, it does. Look, this whole replay system, anyway, is not to judge whether there was a foul or a red card. They used it wrong, according to everything I've read.
Then why do they keep doing this? They go up and they make a little TV and then they go look at a little TV.
The only thing that they're supposed to do with that is facts. Was it offsides? Was it a goal? Something that is factual. You can't determine intent by the replay system. That's not what it's designed to do. So what this official did was wrong to begin with. And, again, why it took so long, I have no idea. England's guy already got off today. I don't know what the hell's going on with England or how much they're paying FIFA. I mean, hell, they don't get the time moved and they get their guy off one day after he got a red card. I mean, what the hell's going on?
Again, Speedy, well, we let the American go. We don't need to wait a couple of days for this one. Like, if this were done the next day or the day after, but the day before the game, when you go, okay, we're going into this game, and you don't even know about Article 27. Nobody apparently did because all these real soccer experts, nobody brought that part up.
Did they?
That was reviewable. Although then you look, there's a whole bunch of dudes that have had red cards suspended. And that's the funny thing. Like, they didn't reverse the call. They just suspended the punishment.
That's it. But
it allows them to play.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's some big names up there, too. I think Messi's one of them, Ronaldo. was one of them, too, that got his suspension
Well, Messi,
reduced.
they never reviewed that
Messi,
one, right?
Messi was more egregious than what Balogun did.
Yeah.
And again, here's what look. The United States beat Bosnia-Herzegovina the other day without Balogun.
Yep.
All right. I mean, I'm quite certain they're a pretty good squad anyway. And I'm just wondering, so if we don't have Balogun, it's over. That's it. I don't get it. If I'm Belgium tonight, I'm pissed. Mm-hmm. I'm coming out, and I'm going to kick the United States' ass.
That's what they want.
That's what I would want to do. And that's what worries me about this more than anything, is that we lit a fire under Belgium's behind, and they're going to come out, balls to the wall.
Now, Balogun is apparently one of our better players. I thought it was Pulisic or however you say his name.
Right. Pulisic.
I didn't know
Soccer expert.
who Balogun was before the start of this tournament.
Uh-huh.
But he is good, right? I think we all know that at this point. And eventually we'll all learn how to say his name properly, because I still don't know if anybody actually does. Every time you hear it, it's said a little bit differently. But he's the goal scorer type, right? Then I heard one of the soccer dudes saying, well, him coming back, all their training and preparation for this game has been without him. It's going to disrupt everything. And I'm like, wait, you're taking one of your best players and adding him back in, and that's going to disrupt things over a couple of days of training? I don't get that. Any other sport, you get one of your best players back in a bit of a surprise. That's generally a good thing. Why are they? Why? And because of Wimbledon, I was watching the show on FS1 in the morning, and they're, and obviously going heavy soccer because everything's on Fox. Like Nick Wright's had to learn the sport, and Broussard has had to learn the sport in the last month, like me, soccer expert. But how would that actually, in a negative way, impact the United States getting one of your best players back in a bit of a surprise?
It would. It's got to have something to talk about. I will say this, though. I saw something about Nick Wright, and you bring him up. He was talking about this like last week, that this could happen, and they should overturn this thing, and the media needed to come out and blast FIFA until they overturn this thing. And, well, obviously the media didn't do it, but the president did,
Yep.
and it got overturned. Yep. It's just, hey, I love this stuff. I think it's great. I really do. I think it's great. A little controversy. In the middle of July with some soccer.
The United States is a soccer country.
We're corrupt now, just like everybody else.
Yes.
Just like everybody else.
We're FIFA types.
Yes.
When Sepp Blatter is calling you out, you know you've made it.
Yes. I love it. And I think tonight's going to be a good game. And I'm going to tell you what, Belgium scares the hell out of me. Balogun, Pulisic, or not, doesn't matter. They scare the hell out of me. So we'll see what happens. We're going to talk a lot about it. Obviously, Katie Goodman's going to be here at 3:30, our real soccer expert, to discuss what's going on here. We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page we'd like you to go vote on. I'm surprised it is this close, to be totally honest with you. Did FIFA make the right call on the Flo Balogun decision? 58% of you say yes, 42% of you say no. Go there, vote, like, and subscribe to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. You can get there by going to sasportstar.com. When we come back, it is officially the day when all these contracts and free agent signings in the NBA can be made legal. They can sign on the dotted line and all of that kind of stuff, which keeps me wondering, why hasn't Wemby been signed yet? I'm just curious. Just throwing it out there.
Are you getting nervous?
Why has he not been signed yet? We'll talk about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circa Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah, it really is a simple question. I thought there'd be a big ceremony today. Extension for Wemby. Today's the day you can get it done. I haven't heard of a press conference yet, have you?
There's not going to be a press conference.
Asking.
You're going to get a press release that say that it's been done and per team policy terms are not disclosed.
Well, sure, but I haven't seen that either.
No, well, I mean, I think he's still over in France, right?
Do they not have Zoom in France?
Sure. I mean, but there's no rush when you know it's done.
What is that? What is that sign thing that you can do?
DocuSign?
DocuSign.
Panda Doc?
Yeah.
All of that kind of stuff?
All of that stuff can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not everywhere.
Not in France?
Well, I don't know, but not everything is available through the technology that's available to us in 2026. There are certain counties that still require you to go all the way there and sign in person.
Wow. Okay.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But it's there.
It is what it is.
I think it's just a matter of formality, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure the press release has been drafted, and whenever they get around to it, maybe, from a financial standpoint, they can't do it until other dominoes fall, get all these other ones official, let LeBron figure out what the hell he is going to do, because he made the whiteboard. Spurs made the whiteboard, so I guess that could still be in play, although I doubt it.
He's not coming here.
I'm just saying. I mean, who knows? But I will say, we were off Friday for 4th of July weekend. And about 6:01 on Thursday night,
yes,
just after our show ended, kind of felt like the morning guys. They never get breaking news, right? Just as our show ended, the news broke that Billy Donovan was going to be the new lead assistant coach. And that is by far the biggest move of the Spurs offseason. To add a Billy Donovan, a Hall of Famer, all his head coaching experience. You go back to some of the things that were brought up during the finals when blowing a 29-point lead. Mitch doesn't have a former head coach on the bench that has been in those situations, which up until then, I don't know that anybody ever really said, hey, you know what you didn't hire as a former head coach? Got a bunch of young up-and-coming guys, but you need that guy there. Now he does.
Well, he's got him, yeah. I didn't realize we were talking about this Saturday while drinking beer and floating in the pool. I didn't realize Billy Donovan was 61.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
He is an old guy.
I mean,
I had no idea.
Yeah, I am surprised. Does he still? Can't he could still be a head coach? But you think about what he's done in the college ranks. You think about what he's done in the NBA. The development on both ends really for Wemby. The defensive parameters are set there. Obviously, Sean Sweeney was the defensive guru. They'll be fine in that area. But just having somebody with those kind of skins on the wall like Billy Donovan, I think will be great for Mitch Johnson. What I found interesting was as soon as I saw that, we were walking out of the building going, well, you want to go do another half hour? No, dude, it's holiday.
I don't even think we'd gotten out of the studio.
I mean, barely. But others, like Rob Thompson, Mitch is in trouble.
I think that's a place you can go without being ridiculous. I mean, seriously, and I know Mitch and Billy are friends. I get that and all of that. But you're talking about a seasoned guy who's got national championships on the wall, who's got NBA experience. I don't think it's a far-off stretch to think that, I don't know, I might be looking over my shoulder.
You know, I don't see it that way because Mitch had been here for so long and was handpicked by Pop to take the reins.
You know how many times they've tried to get Billy Donovan to San Antonio? Couple. At least a couple.
I mean, I know that when we were wondering who would replace Greg Popovich, Billy Donovan was a name that came up many, many times.
Yep.
But I don't know that if I'm Mitch, unless he didn't have any say in this, which feels very unspur-like. But I think Mitch has to feel pretty comfortable where he's at with his job status to bring in a guy like Billy Donovan. And Billy Donovan has to be in a comfortable situation where he's at in life, career-wise, to take a lead assistant role.
Well, and when you look at, he's only 61. Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy's he's not like he's in an old folks' home. I mean, another NBA franchise could certainly be in the future. It's not like he's going to retire as the lead assistant for the San Antonio Spurs. I don't think. I mean, maybe that's the case. But, look, again, I think it's a great hire. There's no question about it. I think the experience that Mitch Johnson will learn from this is going to be invaluable. But, again, I mean, it is a business. And if things, I don't know, go a little bit south, if things don't work out the way they should, I'm just saying it's a risky move for Mitch Johnson if he is in on it, and by all accounts he is. Still, you got a guy right there that could slide into your spot in a heartbeat.
True, and it's always a concern. But I think about PJ Carlesimo on the bench with Pop all those years, and Hank Egan having a coach like that. You look at Steve Kerr having a Mike Brown on his staff for many, many years, and again, Billy Donovan, Oklahoma City, and then the Chicago Bulls. If he were to get another head coaching job, oh man, when another retread gets a job. What about all these young guys that are on the way up? I think that's kind of how he would be looked at with another head coaching job. You be an assistant for a couple years, win a couple of rings with Wemby, and if you still want to be a head coach, cool. The greatest thing about being an assistant coach in the NBA is you don't have all the administrative headache stuff that you got to deal with. And you just get to coach. I don't know what else they get to do, but I'm sure he's well compensated, probably has plenty of money in the bank, so it's not financial. But for him to agree to an assistant job, I think says a lot. When you're a head coach and you say, all right, well, I'll go be an assistant, it says a lot about where you are as a person in your career, too.
Well, I totally agree with all of that. And I think that coming down and having the opportunity to work with a Victor Wembanyama, a Dylan Harper, a Steph Castle, and some of the young players the Spurs have, I think is intriguing to Donovan. And I think with those young guys, him coaching in college and having the success he had in college, I think it's going to be good for those guys. No, I love the hire. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't like the hire. I love the hire. I'm just saying that I can see where Rob, you can kind of sit on that fence, because as soon as I heard that too, I was like, oh boy, what does this mean for Mitch? And so Will it turn out that way? Probably not. But I'm just saying, it's not a ridiculous left turn to go that way and say, is Mitch okay?
You know, if the Spurs were a 30 or 40 win team last year, maybe I'd feel differently about Mitch's status with the organization. He was a finalist for the Coach of the Year and got them to the NBA Finals. So nobody really questioned Mitch on a consistent basis until the NBA Finals. And there were I've said forever, not just this year, not this playoff run. You got a double-digit lead with 2 minutes to go and you lose, I look at the coach first. How were you using your timeouts? What were you calling to where you couldn't get a stop or get an easy bucket? And when the Spurs had the lead in every game of the finals and ended up losing 4 of them, and then you look around, and that's one of the things that became a talking point. No head coaching experience on that bench. And now you get somebody that has a ton of experience at both the college and the NBA level. And to your point, I again, if they didn't make the finals and he wasn't a finalist for Coach of the Year, maybe I would look at it differently. But knowing he was handpicked by Pop, had been in the organization for a long time, I don't think Mitch has anything to worry about. And I look at one of Pop's old mantras, check your ego at the door. And Mitch has to, and so does Billy Donovan in this situation.
What have you done for me lately, Minix? That's what professional sports is.
I agree.
Doesn't make any difference what you did last year. What are you going to do for me this year? You didn't get over the hump last year. Can you get over the hump this year? Again, I don't think it's going to happen, and I agree. I think this was a big Mitch Johnson hire. I really do, and I think they're good friends. That's been well publicized, and so I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying, when you bring in a coach with the resume of a Billy Donovan, I mean, it's not unheard of to think that, could be.
And look, Billy Donovan's a big name, and he won titles while at Florida, but in the NBA, got to the conference finals his first year with Oklahoma City, lost in first round, lost in first round, lost in first round, lost in first round, missed playoffs. Chicago, lost in first round, missed. Now you're an assistant coach.
Yep.
Congratulations,
there
Billy Donovan.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see. Have you seen this story? And I know we're going to be talking about this. I don't know how I feel about it, to be totally honest with you. Tomorrow, there's going to be a vote for the Bexar County Commissioners. Spurs are asking for not 2 games away from home, but 4 games away from the Frostbank Center this upcoming season and next season as well. Now, this season, I know they're playing a couple of games in Paris, so I get that. They're going up there for Wemby and the whole France treatment and all that, the rock star. But for 2 years, I mean, I know people got a little bit upset with the 2 games in Austin. We got over that. We got used to it. Now they're asking for an additional 2 games away from the Frostbank Center.
You know, when there was concern that they might leave, I was much more worried about this. And I do wonder if it's, all right, we already have it. We just always want to ask for it, just in case. Does that mean they're going to use it? Like you said, there's a couple games in Paris that we already know about. Then, all right, 4 games next year. We know they're continuing to, expand their footprint. What are they going to play? A couple of games in El Paso, in Albuquerque? Where are they going?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could it be Mexico City?
Maybe.
It's a possibility. It's 4 games, which, again, feels like a lot.
When there's only 41 and you're taking 4 away, I just wonder about if you're a season ticket holder. Do you get a break?
No.
Well, why not? So you're paying. You're supposed to get 41. You're only going to get 37.
I mean, well, if they charge you per game, but I don't. It just feels like 4 games, and they continue to ask for it. But it's almost one of those, like, if you already have it, you want to make sure it always stays there, whether you need it or not, because you don't know if you're going to get it again, right? So, but the concern of where they might go, or would they go permanently, I think is gone with everything moving forward with the new Wemby Center. I mean, even, I know that there's going to be some town halls on that sort of thing, but I didn't see in anything that I read where they might want to play these other games, but the idea of the 2 games in Austin when we thought we might lose them to Austin scared everybody a couple of years ago. I think those fears are gone. And you look around, well, we know they're not going to Dallas. They're not going to Houston. Albuquerque, Mexico City, there's a lot of Monterrey. I mean, watching those soccer games in Monterrey with that big mountain there, I mean, you know, the amount of money that you hear about to Monterrey, if they wanted to go there and play a home game while they expand their footprint in their reach, I could certainly see that. But I'm not as concerned or upset about the idea that they want to play more games away from San Antonio, going from 2 to 4. It's not like half the season we're going to play here and half we're going to play there. It's not at that level. So my concern level really isn't that high at this point.
I'm not concerned about them leaving, but the Frostbank Center is their home. That's where home games are played. They're not played in Austin. They're not played in France. They're not played in so my point is, and I'd have to look, to be fair, what other NBA teams do. So it's 4 now. Is it going to be 6 after that? How about 10 after that? What's to stop them from doing that and just expanding that footprint, as you call it, everywhere else? Well, I mean, look, they're an NBA franchise in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah. I get that you want to get some Austin money. I understand that, and we've gotten over that. And I defended them on the Austin deal. But, I mean, now you want to expand it even further than that? To me, I just don't know how I feel about it. And, again, I'd have to look and see if this is done with other NBA franchises or not. But the Frostbank Center is the home arena of the San Antonio Spurs. It's not the Moody Center in Austin. It's not. And it's not Paris, France. It's San Antonio. And so I expect my home team to play their home games in the Frostbank Center.
With that, but you were okay with a couple of games up in Austin.
Yes.
And you know, and I hate to say it this way, but I think it's how I feel, so I'm going to be honest, and I imagine when they sucked, sure, have a couple games in Austin. 4 games to me isn't that grand of a deal, knowing that they leave for a month anyway during the rodeo road trip. International games, you think about an NFL team has to give up a home date to go play a game internationally.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know, I mean, 4, 5, when does it end? What is all right, no more, you know, and that would be a question for Commissioner's Court and the county judge currently, and then city council when they start playing at the Wemby Center. And will these games away from be in play when they do move into their new arena? I imagine once they get a shiny new arena, they're not going to look to play games elsewhere.
I would assume that's the case too, and that will change things.
But right now, and again, we don't know where they're going in the following year, but to me, a minimal number, if I can count the games on one hand, I think I'm okay with this. If I've got to get 2 hands or more, then all right, where really is your home? It's kind of like when you open up your Marriott app and it tells you how many hotel nights you've had.
Yeah.
You know where your house is, but you stay other places every now and then.
Well, that's a necessity. This is not a necessity. This is a voluntary thing that they want to do. And again, I get it. I understand. The Austin thing, I understand. You want to get that Austin money. You've got some ownership in Austin. I get that, okay? And I think we all came to grips with a couple of games in Austin. I have no problem with that. But when you start now asking for more and taking this out, and again, I had no problem with France. I knew that was going to happen. But it's not only this year, it's next year. And then, I mean, what after that? Are we going 2 more every year? And that concerns me a little bit. I won't lie to you. Now, Gibbs, he is a season ticket holder, and he says that you only pay for the 37.
Okay.
So, that's fine. But again, I just if your home is San Antonio, Texas, you got to play home games in San Antonio, Texas. That's just kind of the way that I feel about it. So, what do you guys think about it? 656-3776, 656 ESPN. If you've got an opinion one way or the other on that, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear from you on the FIFA call today with Balogun being able to play tonight instead of being suspended for a game. He is still on probation, by the way. So he's not off scot-free.
For a year.
Double secret probation.
Well, it's not a secret. We all know about it.
Double secret probation.
Double secret.
Yeah. So look, if y'all want to comment on any of that stuff, you can go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page and comment there. You can get Jason at Jason Minix on Twitter. I'm at Joe Reinagle 210. Or again, the old-fashioned way, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. I saw a tweet today that made my head explode.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you know what it said when we return. Here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is Joel Frederick. From all of us at Quarterman, thank you. Through the years and through the growth of this city, you've trusted us to be there when it matters most. For plumbing repairs, air conditioning repairs, new system installs, and so much more. Now, you're going to start seeing a new Quarterman logo. It's a fresh look, but it reflects the same company we've always been. Rooted in hard work, family values, fair pricing, and caring for people the right way. Quarterman Plumbing, AC, and Heating. 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
If there's one thing you can count on, it's 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. And if there's 2 things you can count on, it's your smoke detector battery dying at 3 a.m. Not 3 p.m. on a Saturday when you have nothing going on, but in the middle of the night when you're fast asleep.
Oh, come on!
Get 24/7 protection when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Just one more thing you can count on. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero. Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the OrthoNow Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. OrthoNow provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, OrthoNow has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, are we still USA all the way, or do we have to start pretending to cheer for another team? So much to get into. Spurs Summer League as well. We'll talk it all. Don't be late. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Back here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy to have you along this Monday afternoon. Hope everybody had a great holiday weekend and nobody lost any fingers or toes or anything else. Hope you had a good time. I had a great weekend. How about you, Minnick?
A great weekend.
Yeah.
Good day. Saturday.
Saturday was fun.
Yesterday was slow. Needed.
Well, I'm glad you needed it. You know, it started out slow, and then there was stuff to do. What are you going to do? The wife wants to go somewhere, and you say, yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
So we did. It was a fun day, though. Ran into some friends we hadn't seen in a while, and so it was a good day. Good holiday weekend. Hope everybody else had a great weekend as well. I did get to see the Thompson compound, though. That was my first trip to the Thompson compound.
That was your first time over to Rob's house?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know I'd going to have to be strip searched to get in that place.
Well, look, I mean, you got a couple of gates you got to get through.
By Rob himself. I
Security.
mean,
well, I mean, look, you saw that video of Josh Allen learning the golf. AJ describing how much he wished he was the golf trainer, and Rob wanted to inspect you that way. How's your swing?
Well, yes. It's better now. Thank you.
Is it?
Nice.
Well, and then you know, Rob's got 21 chickens.
He does. Learned all about chickens.
More than you ever
Saturday,
wanted to know.
Yes.
And, you know, it's weird when you go to, I don't know, a party and the parting gift is a carton of eggs. But it's not bad.
That's not bad at all. No, it was a lot of fun on Saturday. Had a good time. Hope everybody else did as well. I'm going through Twitter today, Minix, just like I usually do. I mean, you know, just looking for stuff. And I know that you and Pledge don't think this guy is real. I don't know whether he is or not. His name is Dove Kleiman or whatever, at NFL_Dove Kleiman.
Yeah.
He starts off his tweet by saying, heartbreaking. LeBron and Bronny James' odds of playing together next season have tanked.
Bronny has earned it.
On Polymarket. And so
what's wrong with that tweet?
I tweet him back going, what is heartbreaking about this? I mean, is anybody really heartbroken that LeBron and Bronny might not be on the same team next year?
Well, maybe.
Does that break your heart?
It's possible.
Does it break your heart, Minix? No. Heartbreaking. What the hell is heartbreaking about that?
The father-son story. The father-son story.
It happened. It's over. So this guy, he goes on to say Bronny will likely lead a new team overseas.
His money got guaranteed by the Lakers.
Which is where he should have been to begin with.
Well, but again.
Oh, my God.
Bronny has earned it.
His dad.
Heartbreaking.
Forced the franchise to draft him in the second round.
Heartbreaking.
Why does that bother you?
It bothers that.
Why does it bother you?
Because I don't understand it.
Why do you let it bother you?
Is anybody's heart broken?
Well,
that LeBron and Bronny won't be playing together next season.
Well, maybe Mama James, because now she's got to figure out, you know, which game to keep an eye on. When they were at the same place, you check the location of one, you know where everybody is. Maybe Bronny's got to move out, get his own place. Right?
Wow.
Well,
got to move out of the mansion.
Well,
huh?
I mean, they, you know, at least, you know, off the property. I mean, you say that.
I saw that and I'm like,
no, is it really because it's heartbreaking or because it's Bronny and LeBron?
If it would have just said the odds of them playing together this year, I was going, okay. But when you started out, it says heartbreaking. I'm like, what the hell is heartbreaking about this?
Well, again, though, if it were another player and his son, you wouldn't give a damn. It's LeBron and Bronny.
I don't think nobody would start off a tweet saying heartbreaking.
Did it make you read the tweet? Then he did his job.
Oh, I guess. I mean,
did you retweet him?
I did.
Then he did his job.
I said, what is
Are we
heartbreaking
talking about it
this?
on the air?
Jeez.
That's why he used the term heartbreaking.
Well,
Bronny has earned it.
If you want to send out a tweet to let everybody know what a jackass you are, you did it.
But this guy's got a Twitter reputation of being that, stealing other people's work. People wonder if he's real or who is behind the keyboard there, and you go from there. So it is heartbreaking. Dude, have a heart.
It's heartbreaking.
Have a heart.
Yes, I'm going to go home and cry tonight.
Well, I mean, you don't have to cry.
I'm going to cry. Well, when my heart's broken, Minix, typically I cry.
You know what? If you would have made a bet sooner rather than later, maybe you would be heartbroken. If you spent money on that.
I'm just saying, it just that just rubbed me the wrong way. Pissed me off.
The Tin Man? Isn't the Tin Man with the guy without the heart?
Yeah, he's got no heart. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Eagle's the Tin Man.
Yes,
you have
that's
no
me.
heart.
Uh-huh. And you got to oil me when I get out of bed so I don't squeak.
Nobody wants to oil you,
This is all true.
Nobody wants to oil you.
Well, luckily I have a wife that does, so that's good. Yeah, the oil
she gets
can's
all
right there.
lubed up, ready to go.
I say, honey, right here, squirt there, squirt here, right here.
Whoa.
Perfect. I'm telling
Squirt here. Joked up, huh?
I'm telling you, yes.
You realize what you just said. Whoa, what?
Oh, that's the mattress in it. No, I sound like a box of Rice Krispies when I get out of the bed in the morning. All of those kinds of things, man. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Man, I tell you, our sound effects library budget is ridiculously small, but this is
yeah. Well, I do what I
boss
can.
To actually spend some money.
Do what I can.
Holy cow!
Oh my gosh. Oh.
WD-40.
Yes.
Okay.
All
good.
of the above. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just trying to clarify the kind of oil out there because some of our listeners might take that and think that you're talking about something else.
Well, you never know. Did he?
Wow.
Did you see, speaking of that, the Ye concert?
Dude, I saw a lot of videos from that concert.
The most attended concert was, I don't know if they said San Antonio history or not, but it was huge.
I don't know. If you went to the concert Saturday, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776, the stage setup looked incredible. Dude put a globe in there and was way up, which made me wonder if you spent a lot of money on floor seats and then you realize you got to look straight up. But the whole show looked incredible, packed.
The attendance was off the chart, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the most ever. I didn't see that, but it looked incredible. All of it. And I hope everybody there had a good time. I mean,
it looked like they did.
It looked fun. I know.
De'Aaron Fox was here.
Yeah, so was Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper was here.
I saw a picture with him backstage. Our good friend AD from Texas Cheer Liquor. He had some stories up that were the ones where AD wasn't singing were far better than the ones where he was singing. If you're going to video the concert, which I'm okay with, I know some people hate it. I'm cool with that. Just, I don't need to see karaoke night when the guy you're spending money on is there. But also, it tells me the kind of good time that you were having.
Now, according to AI, Kanye West, or Ye, his concert broke records as one of the highest attended musical events in Alamo Dome history. It says 60,000, but that doesn't seem like it would set records. Drew over, 50,000 attendees for the event, with some city estimates saying 60,000. The performance generated an estimated $9 million in ticket sales. Wow.
Okay.
How about that?
Now, quick Google search. The most ever event was 76,483 during the Spurs NBA championship celebration in 1999. All right. For basketball, 68,323 January 13th when the Spurs played the Warriors and set the single-game attendance record.
Okay.
Concert, 73,086 in 2013 for a George Strait concert.
All right.
Football was 66,166 for an Alamo matchup between the Longhorns and Hawkeyes, Iowa, in 2006. 64,369 fans attended a soccer game. No details on that. And 40,569 for a baseball game.
Soccer game, huh? There must not have been very many people there.
64,000?
Oh, I thought there was no details.
Oh, no, it doesn't tell me when the game was or who was playing.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't say it for baseball either, but we know it had to be the Rangers and Astros during one of those, whatever they called them, big league weekends that we used to get. But, I mean, to go to a for 61,000, especially with that stage setup. Now, you think about a lot of concerts, you know, you get basically from the end zone, back of the end zone to about the 20-yard line for most stage setups. So you lose that back end of the horseshoe. But when you do, I don't know what the proper term is for the Alamo Dome, but in the round where the stage is in the middle and you can use every seat all the way around, you're going to end up with a lot more people. You know, it's what Metallica's been doing on this M72 tour that's been going on now for years, is they're in these giant stadiums, but the stage, it looks like a little racetrack in the middle of it, and so they're not cutting off almost a third of the building for a big stage setup with all the huge video walls.
Well,
but
it's
that
cool.
globe thing looked awesome.
Well, it looked like everybody had a lot of fun, so that's good. But again, yeah, a couple of Spurs there, which was cool. At least the ones that made themselves visible.
Yep.
Oh, De'Aaron looked pretty sharp, man. It cleans up well.
He cleans up well.
He does.
I mean, look, I know, and again, just based on what I saw on social media, it was a fashion show for a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Eagle, your head would have been on a swivel.
I'm sure it would have been.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were a lot of guys there that their head was on a swivel.
Say shiny.
Yes, I'm sure that's the case. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
No, look, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad the mayor didn't have anything to say about it and get it canceled. I mean, can you imagine how much money the city made off of this thing?
Well, that was the one thing, and I forget the exact number, but the number of tickets that were bought from people with zip codes not in the state of Texas and outside of Bexar County, because you realize there's a hotel nights, a lot of meals downtown, and all over the place. So I'm glad the mayor didn't get her way. And the reality is, you could probably find something with most of these performers that you just disagree with, and that's not a reason to cancel a concert.
No, because you let people decide. If they want to go, they should have every right to go. If you don't want to go, you don't go.
Yep.
So, that's the way that it should be. It says America.
That's it.
After all.
That's it.
So, I'm glad everybody had a good time. But we'd like to hear from you. If you went to that concert, it'd be nice to see what it was all about. I was not there.
No.
That's the way it goes. Rui Hashimura changing teams in L.A.
But he's staying in L.A.
Yes.
And when you see the contract, 2 years, $28 million, you go, well, wait a minute. That's less than Tobias Harris by a couple million. But even the ESPN article from Shams, 2 year, $28 million to stay with the Clippers, or to stay in L.A. and sign with the Clippers. His preferred spot, his desired location to stay in Los Angeles, turned down offers from Golden State, Minnesota, Brooklyn, and San Antonio because he wanted to remain in Los Angeles.
Well, and I get that, I suppose. I mean, you don't have to move houses now. You're staying right there. And that had to be it. I mean, he was just, the news on him was so up and down. And so I guess that was a deal. It was like, hey, I'm staying in L.A. If you can make that happen, make it happen. So anyway, he stays here. And DeMar DeRozan just got released. So he is going to be a free agent as soon as he clears waivers. And I would assume a team on a contender could use a veteran guy like DeMar DeRozan. Good guy, good basketball player, and I loved him when he was here. He was fantastic.
At this point in his career, he's going to try to go somewhere that gives him an opportunity to win a ring. Although, where we'll see. I mean, because he's another L.A. kind of guy, likes being out there in California. But he's one of those, he doesn't have to sign right away. Let everybody's rosters get filled. So it almost feels like what LeBron's doing. Let's see how all these get put together, and then I'm going to make a decision. Because LeBron doesn't seem to be in any rush to make a decision. And with a salary demand of vet minimum, nobody has to wait on LeBron James. And the fact that his agent did that whole podcast with the whiteboard, I thought was really cool because he went into way more detail than you would typically hear. You know, Dallas is a possibility, not because they can win a ring, but, man, you got the oil money, golf courses. That's important to him at his age.
Oh, yeah.
And, I don't know, the casino business, right? Like there's a lot more than just basketball in the mind of LeBron James right now.
Well, I would think so, too. I mean, and he's got to be chasing one more ring, doesn't he? At least.
And the Knicks, apparently not, because they just won. He said if the Knicks didn't win, no question he'd be going to New York. But they just won, and Jalen Brunson would have to pick up the phone and actually call him. And even then, no guarantee that he would go to New York.
Ego. That's all that is. Because if you don't win again and LeBron's there, well, obviously it's his fault.
Well, you know what? Rich Paul talked about that. He carries a lot more weight than everybody else, and he is spot on with that.
Well, I'm just saying, that's exactly right. And so that's all ego. He doesn't want to go there and take the chance of them not winning again because it'll be his fault and a stain on his resume. Poor LeBron. I feel sorry for him. It's heartbreaking to hear these stories about LeBron.
And he's got to go without his son.
Heartbreaking.
You know what I didn't hear from his agent on that whiteboard? None of them included, will it be a package deal with his son?
But if you were an NBA owner, would you package that?
Bronny has earned that.
No, is the answer you're looking for.
Spain and Portugal are 0-0 at halftime.
Oh, they are, huh?
Yeah.
All right. This would be a pretty good game. It's too bad we're working.
You haven't been watching?
Well, every now and then. Yeah, every now and then I have. That's a Jerry world, huh?
It is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been there this all day.
How about that?
Yeah.
Looks good. It's
Do you
back.
only recognize Jerry World when you see the sign Dallas?
Well, I mean, I just glanced up and the sign was there.
Okay.
So it was good.
Soccer experts.
Yes, that's us.
Yes.
No doubt about it.
We're a soccer country now.
You know what, Minix? We had a proud moment, I would say, you and I, right before the show. I was very proud because we knew something that apparently AI does not, or people looking at AI want to know.
Oh, good Lord.
But we already knew.
This is how you're teasing this
We
article?
already knew it was the answer.
Yeah.
We knew from experience. We'll let you know what we're talking about. We continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding 281 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you or someone you love is struggling with alcohol or drug use, you do not have to carry it alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. We help people take the next step with compassion, privacy, and no judgment. You do not need all the answers, just a safe place to start. And 90% of our services are provided at no cost. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741. That's 210-225-4741. Or visit cicada.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix paying fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit airrosti.com.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision, and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney. Right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights, and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first. 210-736-4040 or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-790-1400. 800-790-1400.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
World Cup action tonight. The U.S. men's national team taking on Belgium. Of course, the good news, Folarin Balogun, who got the red card in the 64th minute of their last game, had his suspension overturned, you might say, turned into a one-year probation, meaning he will play tonight against Belgium. Well, the Spurs Summer League has not started off too good. They're 0-2 out in San Francisco. They finish up tonight. They'll take on the Lakers at 6:30.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a Monday, hope everybody had a great holiday weekend celebrating good old US of A, 250 years old. She looks fantastic. We had a great weekend. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And we've got Monday night football tonight on Fox right now. They're showing the skyline of Seattle. You get the Space Needle. Now look inside the stadium as you get ready for this huge soccer game. And I'm thinking this has got to be the biggest game in Team USA history, right?
Well, maybe.
I mean, I was reminded that they've gone farther, but it feels like the attention that this team is getting is greater than it has in the past. You know, the viewership so far for Team USA games is so much better than what Fox expected. And that's before you add in the numbers from the Spanish language televisions. I mean, it's incredible. You're just going off what you see on Twitter from like Fox PR people. More people are watching this than a football playoff game, an NFL playoff game. And that's surprising.
Well, yeah, it is. But look, it's one of those events that comes around every now and then. And I think people get excited about it. They want to see it. The fact that Team USA is playing well and has gotten as far as they have gotten, I think helps out interest, certainly here in the United States for sure. And so all of those things, and if they win tonight, I mean, my goodness, can you imagine the excitement now? You go from, what are they, in the final 16 to the Elite 8?
Quarterfinals? I think they call it quarterfinals.
Is that what they call it?
I'm a soccer expert. Then the semifinal. And that semifinal game, will be played in Dallas on Tuesday the 14th. What I don't get about soccer, even though I'm a soccer expert, all these games coming up are all going to be in the afternoon. Like tonight is the last 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock game. I know tonight starts at 7, but from here on out, all these huge games as we get closer to the final, they're all afternoon games. I don't.
Which is kind of crazy, isn't it?
Now, is that because it's better for the home countries?
Well, I don't know. They did again. England, their prime minister tried to change the time of that game, and he would have none of it, and made a phone call to FIFA, which I didn't think was allowed. I thought it's only corrupt politicians did that.
Well,
however,
it's FIFA that's corrupt. The politicians are going to do what they're going to do.
I got you. I text my buddy from England. I said, dude, that game didn't start till 2 a.m. where you're at. And he was like, yeah, I took a nap today. So they were all up in big parties in England for that. And it's a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game last night. 3-2, England wins. I was pulling for Mexico. I won't lie to you, but it was a hell of a game.
Add a little bit, and the red card that you saw last night.
Yeah,
FIFA's already said nah.
Yeah, that's already
that red
done.
card's been suspended.
Yeah, that's called CYA. Yeah.
More World Cup with an actual soccer expert, our soccer expert, Katie Goodman, will be in studio in about 30 minutes or so from right now. In the meantime, we do have a poll on our YouTube page, which you can access through sasportstar.com. Did FIFA make the right call on the red card decision? Right now, it's only 57-43 yes.
Kind of surprised by that, but okay.
I think there are a lot of people that feel a little bit like I do, like I'm excited he's available to play, but it just doesn't feel right because it feels, although I saw the FIFA statement and they said it's independent, so who am I to argue?
Well, sure, it's independent.
Yeah. That's what it said.
Yeah, well, that's what it said, All right.
President can call, but that was done independently.
Yes.
I don't know.
Of course.
We'll get more into it coming up. Right now, though, let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. Two guys, two opinions, never enough time.
Was it down in New Orleans at Super Bowl Radio Row?
Is that where it was?
I think
Might have
so.
been, yeah.
I think so. Joe and I had the honor.
The distinct pleasure. Yes.
Of interviewing Paige Sporonic. Now, we saw her bouncing around Radio Row for a couple of days.
Yes.
Right? We can confirm everything that you think about Paige in real life is accurate.
Because she doesn't hide these things.
No. Her moneymakers are on display.
Yeah, they are.
They're
24/7.
Yeah, they're there. Well, she posts a lot of content. If you don't know, she's a golf instructor. And she had a post for the 4th of July, very patriotic post. And one of the commenters suggested that, they're not real, that it was AI.
What, her boobs?
Yeah. The person said, quote, Paige, you're better than AI, still great cans.
Better than AI?
She responded, not AI. This image was from my 2026 calendar. We shot it in studio, and then the graphic designer made the background. Good enough. Move on. She's confirming that was not an AI image.
Well, and anybody that's seen her in person knows it's not AI.
Yes.
So, we saw that story. We're like,
yeah,
what a fool.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, don't fall for that stuff.
Now, was he thinking the background is AI or that AI gave her bigger boobs?
I don't
know. Or a
know.
smaller bikini. Either way, but what you're seeing in those photos is what we saw in New Orleans.
Wow. Yeah, so
no
real.
beads involved.
Yeah. No AI involved at all. None whatsoever.
None.
And very descriptive there, Minix, bouncing around Radio Row. That's accurate. Spot on. Accurate. Yeah.
Good news is apparently she has a calendar.
Do you have one?
No.
Now, is it for this year?
I have. She said 2026 calendar.
Oh, well, there you go.
Would you read instead of just looking at the pictures? There was a whole article there.
There was?
Words on a page, Ryan Nagel.
I just, would you buy a calendar in July? Just start over.
No.
You'd be a half a year behind in 27.
Would you buy a Paige Sporonic calendar?
No, because it probably wouldn't stay in my house long.
Well, we got an office.
I do.
We got a studio.
Huh. Wait, that would look pretty good, like right here, huh?
I mean, sure.
Cover up Clinton and Friends?
Well, I mean, we're going to replace that with the Golic soon. Anybody tell the boss we can finally replace the sign? You know, because when ESPN decided to move on from Clinton Yates, we were like, well, we can't get a new sign made because we don't know what's going to replace Clinton Yates from ESPN. And so Pledge just put tape over it. But now we can, although, no, in this place, we'll just get a piece of tape and write in the Golics and not get a new sign.
I'm glad they're coming back, father and son duo.
Yeah.
And, so it's not heartbreaking anymore that they split up for a while.
Yeah, why don't you give Golic Jr. any crap for not being able to get a job without his dad?
You know, it's kind of like Collinsworth and his kid.
Yeah.
You know, it's heartbreaking when they're not together.
But see, it's funny, though.
Heartbreaking.
You give LeBron and Bronny crap, and you give Collinsworth crap, but not the Golics.
I haven't thought about the Golics in about, 10 years.
Oh, stop. Hadn't been that long.
Well, it's been a while.
It hadn't been that long.
Hadn't thought about the Golics.
Well, because Golic is great. Senior.
Yeah, well, sure.
Junior's not bad either, but I know Senior pretty well.
I don't know if I've ever listened to the Golic family.
You have.
Now, Mike and Mike I used to listen to. That was a good show.
Sure.
That was a really good show.
It's Greeny. But that's why they're calling this the Golics. They can't call it Mike and Mike.
No, you can't. Is he Mike Jr.?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Good Lord.
Dude, how am I supposed to know the history of the Golic family?
Well, because Mike Golic Jr. has, been on this show many times.
Okay.
You've interviewed him many times.
I have not done his family tree.
I don't know that you need to know the family tree.
Mike Golic. Well, good for him.
I know this is going to blow you away. You've had beers with Mike Golic Jr.
We didn't talk about him being a junior. I just called him Mikey. Mike.
No, you.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Now, Senior, he's still a skinny dude. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. Hey, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Was he put it back on?
No.
All right.
No. But that's not breaking news that Mike Golic lost weight.
It'll be good to have him back on the air.
It will be.
It will be good.
I like Mike Golic.
Yeah. I might have to become an Arizona Cardinal fan. Did you see that?
I mean, is this worthy of becoming a fan?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was kind of nice. So you think Jerry would do that?
No. Well, I mean, no.
He might.
Here's the thing. You got to understand Bidwell, right? Now, there is a story. A woman wanted to book her hotel for her day of wedding. I guess you get a fancy suite. You've had a bunch of weddings that you've had to pay for. So they get a hotel room to get ready in. But that's not the hotel room that they go to after. It's just to get ready, right?
Yes.
And generally it's a suite because you got all the bridesmaids. Everybody's in there doing their hair and their makeup and, I don't know, getting ready for the wedding. Well, the dream destination for this bride, the hotel was booked because the Arizona Cardinals have it. So she sent a email hoping that it would get to the coach, thinking the fancy suite was for the head coach. And the owner of the Cardinals saw this and said, no, it's actually for me. And he sent a very lovely video message back to the bride-to-be.
It was very nice. He gave up his suite.
It is. Apparently we're not playing that? No, apparently not. Because, Pledge hates the Cardinals, so screw this guy.
Is that what it is?
Well, apparently.
I just want to give the guy a little credit.
Well, but again, though, you understand what a cheap owner he is. He's probably thinking he doesn't have to pay for the suite now. He didn't say, I'll pay for the suite and make it available to you. He said, it's available for you to book. I'll tell him I don't want it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, that would be a wiener move.
Well, see.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought he was buying her the suite?
Yes.
He didn't say that.
Well,
I mean, I would love to be able to hear him say it again right now, but apparently we're not.
Well,
But yeah, no, it was clearly like it's going to be available. I'll let the hotel know that you can book it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably not cheap.
No. Well, but it's her wedding. She ain't paying for it.
Big fancy suite.
Her dad is.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, good for her. Well, I'm not a Cardinal fan now. I thought there was something better to that story than all of that.
Again, words on a page.
Again, Katie Goodman's going to join us here about 3:35 in studio to talk some World Cup soccer. Portugal and Spain still battling in a 0-0 tie into the second half. They are. We're in the almost 51st
Is that
minute.
do we actually call it 0-0?
I have no idea.
I thought it was 1-0 or 2-0. Right now it's still scoreless.
1 little nil, little 2 little nils.
What?
I thought you were singing.
What?
I thought you were singing a kid's song there.
You're saying
1
it's
little nil,
nil,
2 little nils, 3 little nils.
Why do they got to be little nils?
I don't know. Why not? Because it's a 0. They're little.
Well, they're nothing. Which is why we call it nothing.
Well, I agree with that.
Why do soccer countries call it? And we're a soccer country now with corruption and everything.
I am trying to get into the soccer terminology.
Are you?
So if it's 0-0 on the pitch, this match is tied. Yeah, I'm getting into all that terminology, Minix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about a game I know something about we want to send you to? San Antonio Gunslingers.
Oh, yeah.
Going a family 4-pack to this weekend's home game.
Nice.
Against the Orlando Pirates. 4 o'clock kickoff this Saturday in Freeman Coliseum. You can enjoy the high-flying, fast-paced, hard-hitting indoor football in Freeman Coliseum. Caller number 9. You get a family 4-pack to go see the San Antonio Gunslingers this Saturday. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. Good luck. Caller number 9. This is the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle.
Yeah, 0.78 a Bitcoin. So I'm
almost have a
0.2.
full coin. That's not
almost.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason he said that he doesn't give his wife the password is because he doesn't. When he dies, he doesn't want her next husband to have access.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want her to think about that it's worth more.
It just
too
seems,
much.
That just seems like such a petty thing to think about. Like,
oh, I'm petty all the way.
He's like,
man.
I'm like, aren't you worried about taking care of your wife when you die? No, I don't want that guy, whoever is the next guy, to have access to that money.
Till death do us part.
And then we part. We can part as friends, but we freaking part.
Yeah.
No life insurance.
That includes my money.
Diane, you're on your own.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, gotcha.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio, the world's largest soccer matchup is underway, and Novo Brewery is where you need to be for every single match. We're talking 80-plus feet of massive video walls, so you feel every goal. Full bar, craft beer on tap, impressive food lineup, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery isn't just a bar, it is San Antonio soccer headquarters. It's attached to North Star Mall with late-night hours, because the world never sleeps during the global game. NovoBrew.com.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we're dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
When it comes to your yard, reliability matters. Shop with confidence at the Home Depot and get 4th of July savings on Ryobi, the #1 cordless outdoor power brand. It's time to choose your power. Both the Ryobi 18-volt and 40-volt self-propelled mower kits are on special buy for an even lower price of $429 each, was $479. Ryobi's battery platform delivers the power, runtime, and dependability you need to tackle yard work with ease. Shop 4th of July savings on Ryobi outdoor power only at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid June 25th through July 8th. US only. See store online for details.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. Sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. World Cup round of 16. It's halftime in Arlington, Texas. All tied. Portugal 0 and Spain 0. Portugal seeking its 4th all-time quarterfinal appearance, its 2nd in a row. Spain seeking its 7th quarterfinal and 1st since its lone World Cup win in 2010. Winner of this match gets the winner of tonight's match. It's the USA versus Belgium, 8 p.m. Eastern in Seattle. U.S. star striker Folarin Balogun. He will play after his red card was suspended yesterday. Today marks the 8th all-time meeting between the U.S. and Belgium. Belgium leads 6 wins, 1 loss, and no draws. The only U.S. win in the series in the first edition of the World Cup back in 1930. I'm Phil Constantino, Westwood One Sports.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone, now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is A.J. Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. Join me and Rob Thompson tomorrow morning at 6 for the perfect ride to work on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Getting into the jams here on a Mellow Monday. We'll be giving away a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom sometime during this broadcast today. So be sure and stay tuned for that for sure. We've also got some tickets to give away for Striper. It'll be at the Aztec Theater July 19th. So we'll get those tickets as well. We got a lot to give away today, Minix. I'm Joe. He's Jason.
Cool.
That's awesome.
That's
isn't
it.
It's one of those good days.
Striper on a Sunday night?
Oh, there you go. Well, see, July 19th is a big day for me, so I won't be able to see Striper.
Wait.
Going into the RCW Hall of Fame on July 19th.
That's
so,
right.
yeah, so, I'm gearing up for that.
You getting your speech ready?
Sure, I got it ready.
Your tuxedo?
And I'm not sure tuxedo is appropriate, but
what do you mean?
Well, it's wrestling. You wear a tuxedo?
Well, you're not going to wear a Speedo.
I'm not wearing a Speedo. Never did. Never did. Dude, let me tell you something. Speaking of that. So my brother and I, we switched gyms. So
you did? You got rid of Ray?
Well, I didn't, Ray.
You and Ray got divorced?
I miss Ray, and I still got to go back and talk to Ray. But so outside they've got sand volleyball courts out there.
Okay.
So I pull up there, and I think it was Friday morning, and there's these dudes out there in Speedos playing volleyball, but with their feet.
What?
Yeah. It's foot volleyball. You can only do it with your feet.
And why are you wearing a Speedo?
I have no clue why they were doing that. But
for somebody like you that has a foot fetish, were you all in on this?
No, dude. I was not all in on this.
Joe's toes.
Did you go play?
No. First of all, I've never heard of this game, foot volleyball. I'm sure people that are listening may have heard of this thing. But I don't understand the Speedo. I don't get it. I don't get it.
There's too many stories here. Too many questions. First off, how many people were out there playing?
I think there were 6.
And all in Speedos. Was it like a uniform?
No.
It was like you're playing a pickup basketball game.
Well, one dude actually had a shirt on that said Foot Volleyball League or whatever it is. So I don't know if it was a league game or if they were practicing or what the hell they were doing. But it was the craziest damn thing. So I don't know. You said Speedo. That just kind of clicked. I just saw that. Didn't want to. Look, I'm sorry. I don't, unless you are just buff as hell, don't wear a Speedo.
Don't body shame people, Joe.
Just don't do it.
Why are you body shaming people?
I'm not body shaming anybody. I'm just saying, don't do it. Or unless you're well endowed, but maybe that's the only way.
But if it's the uniform, it's the uniform. I mean, what do you tell swimmers?
Well, I mean, that's a uniform that they have to wear.
Well, I mean, how do you know in foot volleyball? Is there a name for this footy ball?
I'll have to look. And I didn't even think about it again until you brought up Speedos.
Really? It sounds like you've been obsessing about this. You've been thinking about it a long time.
It's just
you show up at the gym and there's 6 guys out there in their Speedos.
Well, I have to walk right by them. I mean, the volleyball court's there by the parking lot. So I had to walk in. I'm going, what are these dudes doing? And I didn't know they were doing it with their feet. My brother told me that. I said, you see those dudes in Speedos out there playing volleyball? He goes, yeah, they're doing it with their feet.
Did it make you want to work out? Were they in good shape?
No. No, not at all.
So it's called foot volley.
Foot volley.
Is it a league? Reinagel wants to join.
No, I couldn't join. Are you kidding me?
You got a foot fetish and a fetish with Speedos. This seems right up your alley.
I don't want to mess up my feet. All right? I have beautiful feet. May have a second career at some point in time with the feet. And I want to make sure that they're fine.
Yeah, but think about the endorsement money you could make as Pledge, why'd you erase it? What's it called? Foot volley?
Foot volley. It was the craziest damn thing. So,
and you can't wear regular shorts for this?
Well, I'm sure you can.
So they choose to be out there in their underwear?
Yes. I wish they would put on underwear. It'd be a hell of a lot better than the Speedo they're wearing. Yeah, hey, fellas, boxers are good. Even for those dudes, shirts should be mandatory.
Wow, so they were shirtless?
Yeah, well, some of them were.
So they were playing shirts and skins?
No, you don't have to do that in volleyball because you're on one side of the net or the other.
I mean, if some were wearing shirts and some weren't, maybe they rotate players every now and then.
I really don't care, and I don't want to know about it necessarily.
Yeah, but you brought it up, so now we've got questions.
Well, I've got questions too. I have no idea. Is there a professional foot volley person out there somewhere that can answer all these questions?
Is that actually a pro thing or just a good hobby? It's like playing pickleball, although pickleball is now a professional thing.
Now, it's probably like, a softball league or something. But to do that with your feet, think about it. And I guess...
Well, it's hacky sack.
Well, they're getting into it now.
Did you play hacky sack when you were a kid?
I actually did.
Yeah. So it's almost like hacky sack.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I mean, how much of it? Say like Matt Miller's now minus an arm. If he were a volleyball player, he's going to have to learn how to play with his feet. Is it an advantage there? I mean, what do you do? I mean, and why'd you fire Ray? Why'd you divorce Ray and change gyms?
It's a long story.
Well,
I'll get into it. But I love Ray. I love all the people over there. We just been there for 6 years. We decided to go somewhere else. It's more of a...
You decided or your brother decided?
Well, we both did.
Your brother decided.
Well, no. I mean...
You can't go to the gym without your brother.
I could have stayed there.
No, but you can't go to the gym without your brother.
This is more of how my brother describes it as a meathead gym. There's some big boys there with a lot of muscles.
At the new place?
Yeah.
Well, your brother fits in. What are you doing there?
Well, I'm trying to fit in. Motivates me. You know what I mean?
That motivates you?
Dude, let me tell you
Your brother's
something.
been your brother for your whole life. If you haven't been motivated by, what do you call it, meathead?
Meathead. Those are his words, not mine.
If you didn't know your brother, you would look at him and say he's a meathead.
No.
Yeah.
Because up against some of the
he's a
dudes,
meathead.
up against some of the dudes that are in this gym, he looks like one of them skinny kids that kick sand in his face.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
And he wanted to join that?
He did.
So Brian Eagle's brother's my neighbor, and you see him walking his dog, and he's, I don't know, how tall is Randy? About 6'5"?
6'5".
6'5", meathead, and he always wears tank tops and little shorts and has a little nothing dog that he's walking. It's pretty funny. That dude and his dog don't match. Meathead.
What's that dog's name? Frank? I don't know. Fred? I'm trying to think. It's got a human name. It's Frank or Fred or...
Well, your dog's name is...
Marley.
Marley. Is that's a human name.
That's not a human name, is it? Marley? You know anybody named Marley?
Bob Marley?
Well, Bob Marley.
The movie Marley and Me? Hell, my dog's name is Daisy.
Daisy?
Well, I didn't name the dog.
Well, that's a human name.
Yeah.
Daisy. Although I don't know any Daisies. Do you?
Duke?
Well, on TV, sure. Duke. Wow. Way to get some sense into this room, all right?
What?
Katie Goodman, our soccer expert, is going to join us next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, you know the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Whether it's you, a family member, a friend of yours, your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. Of course, they are discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, I'm not one to say I told you so, but do you remember last year when I told you that Pure Talk was hands down the best wireless company that I'd ever used? Well, some of you were skeptical, but Consumer Reports just asked 120,000 people to rate every wireless company in America, including the big boys. Well, guess which company was the only company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. Coverage, support, value, data. 5 stars across the board. No service contracts, no cancellation fees, just great U.S. customer service on a crazy fast 5G network for a fraction of what you've been paying. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I will encourage you one more time to dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to a 5-star American wireless company that won't let you down. Pure Talk.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We asked them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too. Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has the guaranteed best prices on back to school gear. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy, fun can't lose.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious increased infections or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, are we still USA all the way, or do we have to start pretending to cheer for another team? So much to get into. Spurs Summer League as well. We'll talk it all. Don't be late. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Kind of catchy, isn't it? Kind of the theme song for Team USA. Yes, it has. By the way, Portugal and Spain, as we go into the 73rd minute, still 0-0. Is it 0-0, Katie, or is it 0-0?
It's 0-0.
Do you say 0-0 or just scoreless?
It just depends on what rolls off the tongue the best at the time.
Does 0-0 ever roll off the tongue?
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yep, 0-0 at the half, and we'll see when we get back.
0-0.
Yeah, or scoreless at the half. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's tomato. But that Country Road song is stuck in my head, you guys. I can't do anything. I'm like washing the dishes, singing it. I'm doing my laundry.
Who came up with that song?
Actually, each team gets 3 asks, like 3 different songs that they would like to be their song, and 2 of them were taken by England or something like that. And then it was Country Road and I think Living on a Prayer were the 2 options. And some executive at FIFA said, let's do Country Road. And I'm kind of glad they did.
Wow.
I really prefer that one too.
Well, the coach seems to like it too.
Yeah. They all like country. That's so funny to me because you don't really see that as like a predominant like genre of music in soccer. Yeah. So that was pretty
What do you
cool,
think that Viking dude from Norway listens to?
Well, have you seen lately? He went and put on a cowboy hat and cowboy boots up in Dallas.
Country.
Yeah, so he might be a country fan now, but I highly doubt he was before this.
True. You know, I like that guy, though, because he's just kind of like, I'm the man. Everybody knows it. Get out of my way.
What's his shirt say? Kiss my Dallas?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
that was, there you go.
He's quickly become like one of the favorite players here for like Americans, like learning about these new players. And I think it's because his TikTok, he has a lot of like goofy stuff on there. He's really unserious, but yet on the field, he's just like a boss. And
he's definitely their best player. Yeah, for sure.
Hands down, night and day difference without him.
All
Interesting.
Right. Katie Goodman, our soccer expert. I how should we feel about this FIFA decision? And I'll say this. I'm excited that dude gets play, and they righted it wrong because I thought it was a BS red card to begin with, but how we got here feels wrong.
Yeah. Well, it feels like we're now a soccer country.
We are,
because
we got
some corruption involved.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, guys, we made it.
What do you figure?
We did it.
You think it took, what, $5 million?
Yeah.
A bribe?
That's
How
the
much
thing.
was the bribe?
It had to have been, because think about it. Imagine, they bring it up, okay, we're going to reverse this red card, and you guys all have to be on the same page. You're going to get a crap ton of pushback for this. Like, it's going to have to be a pretty dollar amount for everyone to be on board with this. So there's no doubt that kind of thing was involved. But I will say, it's not the first time a red card has been lifted.
Right.
We've got Ronaldo. He had a 3-game suspension in qualifiers. They lifted 2 of those, and he only had to miss the very last qualifying match, and that was it. And so he could have missed 2 games in group stages. Not that he's been helping a ton, but it's Ronaldo. No one's going to want to watch the World Cup without him. And then I think that's kind of why Messi gets a pass sometimes. People watch for Messi.
That's what drives me crazy about all this. Everybody said, well, this is like unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's the United States and Trump, and it's like, it's happened before.
What's unprecedented is the counter from Belgium wanting their appeal, and then UEFA also wanting an appeal, and then everyone and their mom now wanting an appeal. Now, that did open up Pandora's box a little bit, but, you could, backtrack in receipts. Jude Bellingham had a similar situation where a red was lifted, and so it's like, I don't know, even in, the 1950s, early 60s, there was a situation like this where a red card was lifted, guy from Brazil was able to play in the final. So it's not unheard of. It's just, I think when you put Trump's name on it and government's name on it in the mix is when things start getting tricky. And, if they had just left it up to the governing body and it had been maybe a regular appeal, it might have been different. But once you get the government involved, that's when it becomes scandalous.
And the VAR thing is fairly new, right? It's less than 10 years. Mm-hmm. And so that's always getting tweaked and how they use it and all that kind of stuff. And again, they righted it wrong. It felt wrong to begin with, and most people suggested that, although the others said, no, it was a deserved red card. But we were told immediately you can't appeal. But nobody knew about Article 27 until yesterday. And then, of course, a phone call from the president. And I've been a soccer expert now for, 14 seconds. So, but I know Sepp Blatter. And if Sepp Blatter is calling you out for corruption, you go, okay, what really is going on here, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would not doubt even for a second that there was some sort of corruption here just because of the backlash. You knew that this was going to come for any matchup, for any player. And so, especially the United States, you're playing in their host country. And then the fact that he went into a press conference and announced it, he was saying, okay, well, I want credit for this, that I turned this over.
Yes.
And so that's, I think, where it all came about. And we know that he negotiates in certain ways. You know what I mean? So I don't think people are wrong. I think a lot of things can be true at the same time. That, yes, it was a bad call. It should have been turned over immediately, within 24 hours. The other thing that people are upset about is that Belgium has not had time to manage their game plan. They've had less than 24 hours to figure out a game plan now that Balogun is involved. And honestly, I'm like, you're playing at the highest level. You've been playing this entire World Cup together. I don't think it should be that big of a deal at this point for one person. They are scared, obviously. Otherwise, they would not have pushed back on him, which is a good sign for us. That should give us a little bit of hope. But I think when you look at it, it can't change their game plan that much because they played us in a friendly, and they won 5-2 in that friendly. And Balogun was there, so whatever they did there was working great. For the United States in that matchup, it was more of a defensive breakdown is what occurred there. But when you look at the whole thing, I just don't think that's a good enough excuse to be really up in arms. It's just the principle of it. They don't want him to play.
To me, I'm worried about the opposite. I'm worried about Belgium saying, all right, screw y'all. We're going to come out here, put it all out there on the line and show you, and we're going to kick your butt.
Oh, yeah, they are. And you know what? I hope we return the favor. I hope, if anything, this makes us want to just take them down even more, because it's like, it's really unfortunate for the U.S. men's national team that no matter what they do, it's going to be tainted. There's going to be asterisks next to whatever result they get. People are going to think it's paid, refs are paid, all that jazz. And
They are. They are.
Well, part of the reason that the request was put in was because the referee that gave Balogun the red card had been questioned in the past for game fixing.
Yep.
So he was not proven guilty, but the fact that he's been brought in for questioning before, I'm like, that's fair. There's a lot that me and the president don't agree on, but that one I'm like, hey, I'm not mad about him putting in an ask, okay? So
FIFA's not exactly known for their legitimacy.
I mean, they're all over social media yesterday. I kept reading, we're now a soccer country.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that fair?
Fair, 100%.
So own it, right?
Yeah, just own it, guys. Because, look, here's the thing is, we look at the NFL. They have a lot of power. NBA has a lot of power. Nobody has power like FIFA. They have literal world power. And, these people have been dealing with presidents for decades. They've been dealing with, just high officials for decades. So this is nothing new to have a conversation with the president by any means. So.
Well, I'm glad now because the Euros hate us again, and we're those arrogant Americans, and screw them. That's kind of what I say. I like that. I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Screw y'all.
Yeah, let's stir the pot a
little
bit. Let's get some drama going. Yeah, I'm here with you on that one. And honestly, I genuinely believe that we could have given Belgium a solid run for their money even without Balogun. I think with Balogun, the way that we've been playing, firing on all cylinders, the way Belgium struggled a little bit in group play, I think we've got them. I don't think it's going to be a clean, solid, strong win like we saw against Paraguay, but I do think it's going to be, I would put my money on the United States.
Katie Goodman joining us here in studio, our soccer expert. Of course, she does all the work with San Antonio FC, played in the SEC in college.
She's big-time
college soccer player. She knows her stuff. Couple of things. In part of my... I'm excited he's playing, but attitude. Although I did see the statement from the dude from FIFA that it was an independent thing, so apparently everything's good, right?
Yeah.
But how would I react if the team we were playing was in the same situation?
Yeah.
How upset would American fans be if this were to happen to another quote-unquote star player?
Oh, well, if it's happening to them, then it's obviously unjust.
Well, of course.
That's how you look at
in all seriousness, it would depend on the call. If I felt like the red was wrong in the first place, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But also, one thing that they teach you as a soccer player, it doesn't matter who you're facing, who they have, we are making zero excuses going into this matchup regardless. So, if I'm a player and I'm looking at this situation, I'm like, who cares? It doesn't matter because when the whistle blows, the facts are the facts, and this is what we're playing, so get over it.
Now, you use the term excuses. Team USA did have kind of a built-in excuse heading into tonight's game if things don't go the way we want. Now it almost feels like they better win this thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Would we say that's an excuse? I don't know.
If your best player isn't there and you lose,
Is he your best player, though?
But I still think we could have given them a solid run for their money. I think that, we could have at least taken them to extra time is what I think without him, just because we've got more of that grit.
Is Balogun the best player?
Yeah.
He is. Okay.
But I thought it was Christian.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, Pulisic, I think they work well together. And I think when you isolate them, if Balogun's on the field and Pulisic isn't, and Pulisic is on the field and Balogun isn't, Balogun's going to be a little more productive. He just has a nose for goal. Do you know what a nose for goal means? He's in scoring position all the time, able to put it. Yeah. So, and he's a number 9. He's a true number 9, top striker. So he's always around the box. And Pulisic is a winger. He has to cut in. He has to do things a little differently. And even Greg Berhalter had said in their last matchup when Balogun was off the field, they weren't setting up Pulisic good enough to get in. And that's hard to do, to change your plan on a whim like that. But that's something that they should have in their back pocket because, what if Balogun gets a red card in this match? What if it happens again? And then people are asking, should Pochettino sit him out of integrity? And
no.
Come on. Really? Do you want to win this game or not?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you sub him in the first minute?
Exactly. Make him sit out 30 seconds.
Pickens, you don't get to start, but third play, go in.
The thing is, you'll get a limited amount of subs also. So they're talking about Ricardo Pepi and how, how would this affect his mentality? Honestly, he'll get over it like he has all the other times he didn't start. They're not little babies out there. This is not their first rodeo. You're worried about feelings? Yeah, no one's worried about feelings out here.
Nobody.
I think every single guy on that team wants to win. So just do what you got to do. Put him in the starting position. Go for it. Do what's been working.
You know, and we talked about this earlier, Katie, just the fact that this wasn't overturned sooner. Because that whole replay system, the way I understand it, I've been trying to read up on that thing, is only supposed to be for facts, right? Offsides, a goal, something that is factual, not to determine intent. Well, like he determined it was a red card penalty. It's not for that, right?
Yeah, well, it's not meant to be slowed down. Like, the game is played at a regular pace. It's not played in slow-mo. And so a lot of times when you see things, there's so many tackles and things that look awful in slow-mo. And you might see a guy rolling on the ground. Why would that hurt? It's like, oh, well, in slow-mo you see he kicked the hell out of his shin. But, you know, it's like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It looked a lot worse in slow-mo than it was. And, you know, the guy was kind of already heading down. His ankle was already turning, and then his Balogun's foot was there. So it just looked really bad. And I'm going to die on that hill.
Well, because you're at that point also trying to judge intent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
and
it's
there
not.
was no intent. Zero intent.
No.
Yeah.
All right, now,
or he's a genius, one of the two, because he wasn't even looking at the dude's foot.
Yeah.
Incredible body control,
Yes.
right? Let me figure out how to hurt this guy. I did.
Yeah. Well, last night, England and Mexico, Kwanzaa did have a red. He went in cleats up. He went for ankles. No ball involved. That is intent. That's a blatant red, and that's a well-earned red. So I was like, well, it looks like they have to call King Charles, you know. They don't want to get out of that one.
You're talking about the dude from England last night?
Yeah.
Didn't that one already get overturned?
Does it?
Yes.
That one has been overturned?
Oh,
wow,
yes.
that's news
first
to me.
thing this morning.
Oh,
Overtee.
What?
Yeah.
Not only that, Katie, we find
that's
out
what
that
your president and your kings are for, I
was
guess.
it Mexico, I think, wanted to change the time of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well,
weather.
The prime minister called and said, no, we can't do that.
Yeah. He called in advance because he thought it was going to be an advantage.
I didn't
to
think
do that.
politicians were allowed to do that.
Yeah, you know, well, here we are, you know. So UEFA interjects and has
What
a
is
problem
UEFA?
yet. The European Federal Football
So it's not a
Association.
person.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
UEFA is a governing body for all of European soccer.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they have like the UEFA championships and everything. Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of like we have CONCACAF.
Now,
we have what?
CONCACAF. Yeah, that's for, you know, Panama, United States, Mexico, Canada.
I thought that was a steak on the menu at J. Prime.
Sounds like it could be.
It could be.
Should make it
Could
that.
be, yeah, right.
Could be. One of the things, because Trump is taking a victory lap for this. Wait till if you haven't heard what Ted Cruz had to say. It's hilarious.
Gosh,
now,
not yet.
but that said, though, a lot of people are talking, and I say not just politicians, but I've seen some of the soccer peoples that is a red card punishment too much if all these are getting overturned? Should it be just for that game and then no next game suspension? Because everybody knows, even non-soccer experts like Reinagel know if you get a red card, you miss that game and the next one.
Yeah, you're taken out immediately for conduct.
That's harsh, though, isn't it?
But is it too harsh?
Well,
Will they change this rule? Will they go soft?
It depends on the nature of it because, like, for example, if someone goes in and punches somebody, they had better take them out. They have an attitude problem. They can't control themselves.
But should there be, instead of a red card, an official, here's your red card, or an appeal process for a red or yellow, but just do that for that game, and if somebody needs a suspension, they could just come in and suspend somebody, not just the automatic red
see, and suspension. So the suspension is evaluated after the fact. I would be okay with that. Yeah, I'd like that actually because I think, you know, you're in the moment, you're in the heat of the moment. We've all been there where you're just trying to go for the ball, you mistime it, and then it looks pretty bad, and you take someone's ankles out. But I don't know. When I look back at that red card that England had last night, it looked so beyond intentional. It was cleats up, which everyone knows you don't do, even as a kid. Cleats up towards the high shin, and his eyes are looking right at this guy, knowing what he's doing. So I don't know how on earth that got overturned. I thought England had only been involved so far as to not change the timing of the match. I didn't realize they had been involved to remove the red.
Well, yeah, they're politicians. Trump's opened up a can of worms here.
That's wild.
I mean, that's what's happened.
Shocker.
So.
Yeah. Not his first rodeo either. Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to be fun. So you think U.S. moves on?
Yeah, I think they're going to be getting Belgium's best now because of this entire situation, the back and the forth. It's going to be a game with a lot of eyes on it. So I it went from being a game where, I don't know, we'll see if USA makes it, to now everybody's watching it because of all of this drama. So historical moment in itself. But I think,
Spain just scored in the 90th minute.
Wow.
Spain scores in the 90th minute to take a 1-0 lead.
Wow. I'm honestly shocked that it took them that long, because Portugal also is a team that has skirted by. And, whoever wins this USA and Belgium match is going to play what looks like Spain. And in a way, although I knew Spain would get past this game, I kind of wish it had been, if we had made it by, it had been Portugal, because they have more holes. They tend to play down. We saw that in the group stage. But let's look.
We're watching the replay
goal
here. He looks onside.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need a review.
Very
onside.
Onside. Beautiful. I mean, just very simple. That's all you need, really.
Found a little crease.
Yep.
Yeah, goalies don't have a chance, do they? When you get one-on-one like that, it's really difficult.
I don't know. Pickford last night had a heck of a game.
Wow.
There was a couple of times where Mexico had brilliant efforts at the goal. I mean, diving headers to a low 90, that's like impossible to do. And they did it, and he was able to get to the end of it. I mean,
all right, diving header to low 90 for the non-soccer experts out there. What does that mean?
Yeah, so every corner of the goal is 90 degrees. The top two are upper, the bottom two are lower 90. And when you're going for a header, normally it goes on the goes up, because that's the trajectory of your body. Well, this was a diving header, diving down to put the ball down in a low 90. That is just really hard to do, to flick it on
didn't
when
know
your
that,
body
Jason?
is pretty
No, I did. I
parallel
was
to
just
the
trying to
ground.
help the people out there that don't know.
Fair enough.
About the what do we call it? Lower header 90s.
Yeah, low 90.
Low
header.
90s.
I don't know.
Yeah, low 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
typically
ridiculous
my speed limit.
saves. Ridiculous. Driving like a crazy.
Well, very cool. This has been very entertaining, and hopefully Team USA does what they're supposed to do, and we'll be looking forward to a big match against Spain or Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be fair to lose to a team like Spain, no doubt. I think it would even be fair for the United States to lose to Portugal. I think that would have been a tough ask for them. But Belgium, I still think, is very, very doable. It's
Now,
just, they're gonna have to bring
Ronaldo
their
plays
best.
for Portugal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
So if he's out, that's probably a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, Ronaldo,
well, they hadn't been very good,
He's
has
not
he?
been as great, yeah. And, it's interesting. He did a press conference the other day, and he's like, you guys just want me out of here or what? He was like, I understand that, Messi, Haaland, Mbappe, they've got all these goals, and they're great. But he's like, I'm still good. I still have 3 goals in this tournament. So you got to give him that. I think his time is running out. He's 42, so I think that's a really good attitude for him to take about the whole thing. And this is most likely definitely going to be his last international match.
All right.
Oh, there's a yellow card.
I know.
Just came out. I don't know who it was on.
Yeah,
but,
was that dude?
Little yellow card happening.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, it's a holding, I guess.
Well,
that's 15 yards, isn't it?
Well, it
Was
should
that
be.
on
Well,
Lamine
it's
Yamal?
10 yards is holding, Joe. I thought you were a football expert.
It is 10 yards,
Yeah.
isn't it?
That could have been pass interference,
Well,
maybe.
it could have been, yeah.
But again, he was stopping a breakaway, so you take the holding penalty, so you don't get the breakaway.
But he got a yellow card.
Well, that's why, because there was the breakaway.
Yeah,
Come
tactical
on.
foul.
You should know this by now.
Yeah, honestly, this is a question. Yellow cards, he gets a yellow card. That's going to follow him the rest of the tournament, right?
Yeah, they can.
Well, why did they
accumulate.
do that?
Because if you just
It's like
keep,
technical fouls.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, but once the game's over, that ends.
2 yellows is a red in the game. So
Right.
So that's why. It's like they're just trying to manage. crazy.
Flagrant fouls in the NBA accumulate. So do
they do.
technicals.
Jeez.
Same thing.
Yeah.
All right, Katie Goodman, before we wrap up here, your overall prediction for tonight, how it's going to go, what do you think is the final score?
I think it's going to either be a 2-1 or a 1-0 result. If I had to guess, 2-1 United States. I do think with all of this, there's also a chance for extra time. It's so hard to say because, again, unprecedented times, these types of things do change game results, like you guys said. I completely agree with you on that. Prior to all of this drama, if Balogun had been involved, easy to say 2-1. But now it's, I think, 2-1 or possibly 2-2.
Okay, hold on.
Balogun score?
Balogun, yes.
Does
I
he?
think he's going to be.
He's going to get the game winner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would
hope
bet.
so. And I hope he just dances around and
Yeah.
laughs in their face.
Does another LeBron celebration.
Yes.
Is this the biggest game in Team USA history?
Yeah, because we're trying to match up with what we did back in 2002, making our way into the quarterfinals. And that's a big deal, you know. And believe it or not, back in 1930 when FIFA World Cup first started, we made it to the semifinals. So actually we've been further, but that doesn't really count because then there was like a 12-year pause before we started up back again in the 50s anyway. So as of modern day soccer, the furthest we've gotten is the quarterfinals, and this would be a pivotal moment. And we've played Belgium in the past. That's when Tim Howard made his insane saves, right, just to get us.
Old Timmy.
I remember that name.
Us there, but
he's
still
on
lost,
commercials now.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
And Alexi Lawless.
Because you see him on TV.
He was thrilled that they overturned this. He was very. So I don't, not to corrupt you or anything, Katie, but the over and under, the total is 3 tonight.
Okay.
Does it stay under or does it go over?
3, no hook.
3, no hook.
3 for Belgium?
No, for total goals.
Oh, 3 total goals.
Total goals.
Well, it could be 2-1. Is that what you mean?
Well, that'd be a tie.
I'm really bad at gambling.
That'd be a tie then.
Okay.
So I'm hoping, depending on what I take, if I go over, I'm hoping it's 3-2, 4-1, something like that.
They're saying 3 goals total for the United States.
No.
Or in general.
For both teams.
For both teams.
Yeah.
In
both
total.
teams.
Okay, sorry, I'm not a gambling person.
That's what I said. I didn't want to corrupt you.
You got to get with the times.
I know. I'm just trying to not be a total heathen here and lose all my money to gambling because I totally would. But yeah,
you do that for shopping.
I stand by what I said. I think we could put up 2 against Belgium. I know it was a crazy result in the friendly. I think we've fixed a lot of things since then. As long as our defense is doing well, we put up 2 goals against them. We just let up 5. That's insane. That's a mental breakdown right there.
Yeah.
No one lets up 5 goals without there being some issues.
Belgium's kind of old, aren't they? Are they old? An older team?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've not looked into age.
I'm not sure. I heard that somewhere.
Probably.
My expertise,
Mm-hmm.
my studies.
Good job.
Yeah, we've got some younger guys, I guess, but we also have a ton of veteran leadership in Pulisic and McKinney and
It's gonna be fun.
Adams. Yeah, so we'll be good.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Tim Ream is older too; he's in his 40s. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Katie, you're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Really appreciate it. All right, you got your soccer fix, everybody, and you know exactly what to do tonight and what's going to happen. It's always fun talking with Katie Goodman, especially during the World Cup. Hopefully, the United States takes care of business, and she'll be back in here. This is the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries do happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at sanantoniogunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
If you or someone you love is struggling with alcohol or drug use, you do not have to carry it alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. We help people take the next step with compassion, privacy, and no judgment. You do not need all the answers, just a safe place to start. And 90% of our services are provided at no cost. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741. That's 210-225-4741. Or visit cicada.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs wrap up their first portion of Summer League basketball, the California Classic, They'll do that tonight. They are 0-2, but they take on the Lakers. They'll tip things off from San Francisco at 6:30. Other NBA news, Lakers free agent forward Rui Hachimura. Staying in L.A., but he's changing arenas. He's signing a 2-year, $28 million deal with the Clippers. Sacramento Kings, meanwhile, releasing veteran DeMar DeRozan. He's going to become a free agent.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to The Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is all over. And if you look at Ronaldo, it's heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
The look he's got on his face. Spain beats Portugal 1-0. This is The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. That young man is Jason Minix. And yes, Spain moves on, awaits the winner of tonight's USA-Belgium matchup.
You know, Spain scored so late in this game.
Yes.
And only 1-0. Of course, this game up there at Jerry World. And, yeah, they're going to get, it's kind of interesting because I think most of us probably expected Spain to move on. But tonight, I don't know if I feel better about Team USA tonight or worse after the conversation we just had with Katie Goodman. There's things about soccer that I don't get. Dude, all this behind-the-scenes stuff, you get your best player back. How can that be a negative? How can Belgium say, oh, we're not prepared? You know who this guy is. But even one of the soccer experts that I saw this morning on FS1 was saying that it could create a problem for the Team USA because it affects their game plan. How? You're putting one of your better players back in.
It's ridiculous in my mind. I mean, yeah, they'd be like, I don't know, you're not sure whether Dak Prescott is going to play. And then the Friday before, well, he can play. He's going to go. Oh, we can't have that. It screws up everything. That's ridiculous.
Well, and I don't know. You start reading in FIFA is FIFA. And the corruption runs deep. The history runs deep. And obviously it's called the World Cup. The referee for tonight's game has a Bosnian passport. But we beat Bosnia to get here, and they were involved in the red card, right?
Okay.
But what does that matter tonight? Like, what country would we want tonight's referee to be from? I don't
know. What if he's from Europe? They hate America anyway, most of them, right? I mean,
look, the people that hate America, I'm just seeing stuff on TikTok. Everybody that's come to this country for the World Cup, they're all having a great time.
They are.
They're having a great time.
I don't think it's going to matter. What I will be interested to see, number one, is how Belgium comes out. Are they going to be pissed off? Are they going to try and balls to the wall? Because you got to believe right now the speeches or the talk is, all right, they screwed us, so we're going to go beat them and show them anyway. And then I wonder if the game gets out of hand. If U.S. is winning and then Belgium has nothing to lose, do things get a little chippy?
I don't know at what point in the game do you feel like a team has nothing to lose, because we've seen some pretty late comebacks, which is wild. I don't know really what to expect tonight, but I do feel like there is more pressure on the United States to win because of the red card being suspended and Balogun able to play tonight. If things don't change, United States probably could play a little bit looser. They would have had the built-in excuse, if you will, because one of their best players wasn't there. Like, all of us felt that when you saw the red card, and we were told the day after it happened that there is no appeal process.
That's what we were told.
None of us knew about Article 27, right? I know there were some suggestions about it, but days go by. And then President Trump taking his victory lap for getting that thing overturned.
So I saw the play, And I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete. And I understand sports really well. And that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was two guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were two great athletes that got tangled up. And this referee, who is a little bit suspect, if you check his past, I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy.
Not at all.
No.
But very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. You know, even people on the other side, they say, oh, we got lucky. Wow, that's... And it's very interesting. They say they don't show them in slow motion. And I never realized that. I never heard of that before. That they're not allowed to review in slow motion because it's so different. Because you'll take one little quarter of a second and you'll see that a hand is touching a neck or you see something. Whereas when you see it in fast motion, it will look like two guys collided, which is really what happened. They got sort of entangled. He didn't do anything wrong. And he's our best player or one of our best players, a very vital player. And he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much. Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair. But when they take your best player, or just about, they have some great players, and they say you can't play, that's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game, but how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do that. So, yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected, and by the way, whose level of respect has gone up tenfold. And he was good before this started, but he really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not Biden. Biden was asleep.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but anyway, he makes the call and asks for a review. And look, before this happened, I didn't know how many heads of state, how many presidents, prime ministers call FIFA all the time, which I think is one reason why they have the reputation that they do of being corrupt.
Yes.
Because of all these high-ranking people that call them, and obviously Trump called and asked for a review. I don't know what else he said or guaranteed or whatever the case.
I mean, we're all automatically going to assume a bribe is involved because that seems to be the FIFA way. I don't know what it costs, maybe $5 million, whatever it takes. But I know that part of the FIFA rules, because the Bosnian Football Club tweeted out, government interference is a violation of FIFA Article 2 and 15. The punishment is disqualification and suspension. Now, you've got the president saying that all he did was ask for a review. And then the dude from FIFA says, look, yeah, I talk to people like that all the time, no biggie, because everything is done independent. But Ted Cruz was also at this press conference.
Oh, no.
And Ted Cruz is congratulating the president for getting the red card suspended.
And on behalf of all Americans, thank you for getting rid of that ridiculous red card. This is his. It was spectacular. There was a reason the FIFA trophy sat here for as long as it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ted Cruz is kind of a jinx when it comes to sports things.
Kinda.
And so that worries me more than Belgium.
And again, there's all these people all over the place talking about when the United States wins, denied it to be tainted. I don't give it.
That's not.
Look, I'm excited that a wrong was righted because I felt like that red card was BS the moment it happened. But when you look at how they got there, doesn't feel right. I'm still rooting like hell for Team USA tonight. And when they win, I'm not going to think about it. I don't talk about asterisks. I don't put an asterisk on the 99 title, nor do I put an asterisk on the bubble title that the Lakers won because
I do.
I know you do, but everybody went through the same thing. You won a trophy. They won a trophy. But the uproar is interesting. Andy Davies is a soccer analyst for ESPN. And on ESPN radio, he talked about FIFA and the precedent that they are setting.
FIFA are dangerously set themselves a precedent here, because if something was going to be overturned, normally in a normal football situation, a decision is overturned within 24 hours. This has taken, 3 days, I think, and they've finally come to a decision 24 hours before the USA play again. So the whole thing doesn't look great. The optics don't look great. And the fact that FIFA haven't given any rationale, any explanation as to why they've overturned it, it's just causing a big confusion. It doesn't feel right. The optics don't look great, and it doesn't add up to their actual competition rules in terms of overturning a red card offence. So I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually come out and give an explanation and rationale as to how they've reached this outcome and how they've overturned the red card when in their own competition rules this isn't actually allowed.
I trust a guy with an English accent.
Yeah.
So he knows what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
he's stealing my Lucky Charms.
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, that would be great if they want to do that. But what I don't, and the stuff you see on social media, even in our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, it's like, are people that naive that Trump's the only corrupt politician in the world that could pull this off? Dude, this has been going on for years.
Yes.
This is nothing new. It's just it's just you either like Trump or you hate him. You're on one side of the fence or the other. That's it. And if he does something, it's horrible to one side. It's great for the other side. This is nothing new. Stop being so damn naive, everybody.
Again, Sepp Blatter, who used to be the FIFA dude, isn't there anymore because of corruption. He's calling out the corruption. And I was reading this, and, it's on the internet, so it must be true. But when the dude that's in charge of FIFA now got the gig, he fired a couple of the independent parts that were investigating him. He got rid of them. And look, if you want to talk politics, that's what KTSA is for.
Yes,
up there
exactly.
on AM 550. The one part that is bothering me with all this is people now saying that they don't want to root for Team USA tonight because president's involvement. That to me, that's just no. I mean, the red, white, and blue. Let's go.
Of course, and it's look, it's not any of those players' fault or the coach's fault. Whatever happened at the higher levels has nothing to do with them. They weren't the ones on the phone, so it's still the same team you were rooting for in the last game. The division that we face these days when it comes to politics is just unbelievable to me. When it comes to something like this, I don't understand how you would, I'm going to root for Belgium tonight. Well, why? Those kids did nothing. They didn't do anything. They're still the same damn players they were 3 days ago.
The idea, though, that all these people in America that are saying great things about the country and they didn't expect it because they're experiencing America, and again, I forget who said it last week, you take politics out, everything's great.
Yes.
Politics are involved now, but part of me, I mean, you're the president. You felt something was wrong. You can call the FIFA dude. I mean, I think all the world leaders, no matter what your country, you have the dude's phone number. Something's not right. You make a phone call. That you're advocating for your country.
I totally agree with that. And I don't. If you think, look, I don't think there's anybody. I don't know of anyone that thought that was a good call. I haven't heard anybody.
Now, in fairness, there were a couple of people with foreign accents on TV that I did see that when you watch it in slow motion, which, again, is part of the problem. You're not supposed to watch it in slow motion when you're doing the VAR thing, which was the weirdest thing. But our poll question on YouTube,
yes.
Head over to the YouTube page through sasportstar.com, or if you're on YouTube, you can just search out San Antonio Sports Star. Did FIFA make the right call by overturning it or suspending the red card? 61% say yes.
Interesting. So that means there's, 39% that said no?
Math major Joe Reiniger.
How about that? I'm getting there, buddy. There's always hope for me. We'll talk more about this. If you want to get involved, you're more than welcome to do so. Many ways to do that. San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. You can do it the old-fashioned way. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Want to talk to you, though, about Window Nation. Have you noticed your air conditioner running nonstop right now? Well, maybe that's because all that cold air is getting outside. because your windows are bad. When's the last time you had your windows checked out? Well, let me tell you something. Window Nation is the perfect company to talk to about this because, well, they're just the best in the business. They get it done right, and they get it done at a fair price. In fact, you could get 50% off of all window styles. You could also get 0 down payment and no payments or interest for 2 years. That's an incredible deal. You want to get this done because, well, here's why I trust Window Nation. It's a very simple thing. They're rated A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Your new windows can be installed in 1 day or less. They have a 96% customer satisfaction rating. It is just an incredible, incredible company. And look, I promise you, your air conditioning bills, your electricity bills will go down when you get this done. It's just that simple. You can do as many windows as you like. You want to do 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. They'll give you the same quality service that they give everybody. It's Window Nation, recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation. Go to windownation.com, windownation.com. That's how you schedule your consultation.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hi, I am Officer Sarai Walton with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring, and you can apply online if you think you have what it takes to become part of the SAPD family. Submit your application at sapdcareers.com. Once you submit your application, you will be contacted to begin the process. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring. Start your journey to a rewarding career by applying online at sapdcareers.com. That is sapdcareers.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call. In the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mellow Monday. That's what we call Mondays around here. This is the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We will be giving away a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom at some point during this broadcast before we get out of here. I don't know if you just saw what, I don't know if it was you or Pledge. I can't ever decide. It looks like Pledger sent this, that Waffle House locations. Did you see that? USA has over 2,000, Belgium 0.
There we
Nil,
go.
none. They can't even compete on the Belgian waffle contest. They're going to get their ass kicked tonight, man.
Is that what they're going to do?
They're going to get their butts kicked.
There have been so many great tweets comparing this and that. The one that I saw about air conditioners was one of the better ones because they don't have that either.
They don't have air conditioning? Do they need it? It's not hot there, is it? I mean, I don't know. Never been to Belgium. Have you?
Yeah. The United States of America is 718-0 on Monday Night Football. You know, we really should be playing the Monday Night Football thing as we get ready for this big game tonight in Seattle.
You're avoiding the question. What happened in Belgium that you don't want to talk about?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. I mean, I asked you if you've ever been to Belgium, and you're like,
you
Monday Night Football.
Well, Pledge is talking to my ear about this other one.
All right.
I mean, no.
I'm just wondering.
Nothing that I recall.
You have a little soiree in Belgium?
No.
In your Navy days?
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Ooh. I'm just, I don't know. There's something he wants to avoid here.
I've been to Germany. No, I know I've been to Belgium, but when I was a kid, I was born in Germany.
All right.
And we went all over as a kid. As an adult, I've never been to Belgium.
Uh-huh.
But central air conditioning is not a thing in a lot of places.
Then I'm assuming it doesn't get hot there.
No, it gets hot.
It does?
They're miserable.
All right. Well, never been. You know, you have this. Are
you a big waffle guy?
No, I'm not.
Me neither.
Not at all. I'm not a big pancake guy either. I mean, I'll eat them, but I got to be in the mood. And very rarely am I in the mood. For a waffle.
Are we still talking about waffles and pancakes? What are we talking about here, Ron?
Well, I have no idea. You know, I don't know. Pancakes, waffles, and Monday Night Football.
Let's rock
I'll
and
go
roll.
hand in hand. And Belgium.
You know, so we're going to have breakfast for dinner.
Uh-huh.
Is that what we should be doing tonight? As you get ready to gear up, like what is going to be on the menu for tonight's game?
Well, why would you do that unless you're rooting for Belgium? I mean, I think you go if you're cheering for the United States, you need a nice chicken fried steak.
A chicken fried steak.
Or a hot dog or a good hamburger.
Well, I'm doing burgers tonight.
Well, there you go.
You got those good brisket burgers over
there you are.
Tri-County.
See that?
That's what's going on the grill. But you could have breakfast for dinner, and you make those waffles disappear like the United States is going to make Belgium disappear from the World Cup.
Well, okay, there you go.
Yes.
Not bad. I'm not having waffles for dinner. I promise you that. It ain't happening.
Well, you don't know what you're having for dinner yet. Your wife hasn't told you yet.
Well, I know it's not waffles. I promise you that.
Well,
and if it is, then
she might be driving home from work listening, going, you know what, breakfast for dinner sounds pretty good.
Well, she wants to make some eggs and ham and bacon or whatever. Then that's fine.
But no waffles.
No waffles.
You don't have any waffles in the freezer?
No waffles in the freezer.
I mean, you could probably DoorDash some IHOP.
I'm sure I could. I could.
That's pancakes.
It ain't happening, though.
Does IHOP sell waffles? Do they? I don't eat waffles or pancakes.
No, I don't either. I'm really,
But
no.
I might just, in the spirit of breakfast for dinner, add some fried egg to the burger tonight.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, it's a great idea. And some bacon?
Not sure no. On the side, it'd be all right.
You want some walking bacon?
Sure, we could do that.
Yeah.
Sure. That's a great idea,
Bacon
Jim.
and eggs on a brisket burger?
No. Why do I want to combine those two? I want to enjoy the beef. Why do I have to taint it with pork?
You're not tainting. Taint's not a good word to use
Tainting
today
it with
when
pork.
you think about what's happening. Taint it with pork.
With pork.
Well, what about the egg? You want the fried egg on there?
No, I'm not a big. I'll do it, but I'm not a big fan of it. No.
I mean, I got a lot of extra eggs now that I went to Rob's
house.
I'm
sure you do. Yeah. And I left too early to get eggs. I didn't get my parting gift.
You didn't get yours?
No.
Man.
I got an education about chickens.
I got Joe's eggs.
Do you got Joe's eggs?
Oh, nice.
You'll never see them again.
You'll never see them.
You'll never see them again.
You know what I love about you don't have to put them in the refrigerator. Those eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you put them in the refrigerator?
I don't know what Joanna did with them. I don't even actually know if they made it home.
Well, where the hell would you throw them at people or what?
Left them in Matt's.
No, probably still sitting on Rob's counter.
Well, I bet he feels good about that.
I know they went down. Yeah, but they're fine. You don't have to put them in the fridge.
Well, you don't.
You know, but I know at one point they were going down there to get eggs with the little container things, and I don't know if any came back or not. I didn't pack the cooler to come home. I know my beer was gone, and it was time to leave.
When the beer ran out.
Well, yeah, I was at that point drinking Pledger's beer.
Oh. What is he, Dos Equis?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
What's not bad?
Dos Equis.
Yeah.
It just depends. I had to leave a little early for that, so I ran out of beer. I only brought 6.
What a...
Oh, I'm just telling you because I had to leave early. Man, I was double booked on Saturday.
You were going to bring 6 regardless and just drink what everybody else had.
Well, probably.
You weren't going to bring anything to the party. We were talking about on air. Then Joe Herring from Tri-County called me. It's like, yeah, Reinigle just left. You guys guilted him into buying a bunch of food, and then you showed up with all this food, and you made Rob Thompson cook it.
Well, yeah.
Why didn't you just, Rob, I'll grill it. I'll stand over the grill.
No.
You go jump in the pool. Why do you need to do all the work?
Because it's his house.
Yeah?
Yeah. I brought the food. Somebody else can cook it.
Thank you, Joe.
Right? You're welcome, Pledge. It was damn good, too.
It was.
And what I love about Joe at Tri-County, it's like, oh, yeah, you need that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you should get some of that, too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you ought to get some of that, too.
Exactly.
That's what he does. He's a hell of a salesman.
He is.
Damn.
He's built an empire
By
over
the time
there.
I'm like, $500 in. It wasn't that much.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might have spent 50.
Well, I actually went in there with a great idea.
What was your idea?
Well, my great, because you guys had the sausage, the ribs, and
the burn ends,
and all that. So it was a lot of beef.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go get some chicken breasts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jim. And I thought, and I think sometimes they do. They have them that are already seasoned up and been marinating or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have any. So I got the skewers, which were delicious, wrapped in bacon, by the way.
Yeah, those toothpicks are great.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of those, and I got some jalapeno poppers.
Good stuff.
All kinds of different stuff.
I know it.
I think mine was probably the favorite of everybody's.
Sure, you keep telling yourself that.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard anyway.
I mean, from you.
Those toothpicks didn't last long.
No. Well, you brought 2 of them.
Actually brought 6.
No, there were 2 of them.
There were
and
2.
6 poppers.
I got one.
Yeah. Now, Pledge failed miserably because he was going to bring chips, and he didn't. He showed up with just his beer. See, now, my wife said she was going to buy it. I'm like, you don't need to bring chips. That's what Pledge is doing. That's all he's capable of. Don't ruin it for him. No. And Pledge showed up without chips. But my wife bought those ridiculous Pringles that have the different flavors. And they were on sale at H-E-B. Why not try them? At some point, they've got to stop trying to make these flavored chips. It's like you had that flavored beef jerky that one time.
No, it was awful.
They're all awful. Now, one of them was like, all right, this is all right, but... And then there was another one. Was it cheeseburger?
I don't know, but there was a Miller Lite logo on it.
Well, yeah, they all had Miller Lite logos on them, which was weird, but it was like Miller Lite and a cheeseburger.
I thought it was beer-flavored Pringles.
All I know is those Pringles, whatever the hell, they were awful. Those are bad. Quit buying those. Quit making them, but don't buy them out of curiosity. How many times do we got to buy those things to realize this is a bad idea?
Yeah, it's a horrible idea. And you know me, I don't give A.J. Hoffman much credit for anything because he doesn't deserve it, quite frankly.
Well, yeah.
But I will give him credit. He had something called Texas Caviar or Cowboy Caviar or whatever.
Yeah.
It was damn good.
Yeah. And he also made some cookies.
He did?
Yes.
I didn't get any cookies.
Everybody was a little concerned what was in those cookies.
Of course you are.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give A.J. I'll throw him a bone this time. Yeah.
My guess is Annie made that.
I would imagine so, and he just took credit for it.
Yeah, well,
you think he's talking to her on the way over there? Said, honey, I had to do something, so just go with me on this.
Yep.
Yeah. Annie probably did make this.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No doubt.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
All right. Well, good soccer segment. Hey, let's give away some tickets, Minix. You want to?
Absolutely.
To go see Striper at the Aztec Theater. Of course, we're sending you to see Striper live at the Aztec Theater Sunday, July 19th. You get you ready for an unforgettable night of classic rock as Striper brings their legendary hits and high-energy performance to downtown San Antonio. Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star for your chance to win a pair of tickets. We're going to give you a pair right now. If you don't win them, you can always get them at livenation.com. Caller number 9. That's our favorite number today. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. Caller number 9, you're going to get a pair of tickets to go see Stryper at the Aztec Theater July 19th. It is a Sunday night. So good luck to you. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, I want to talk to you about Connecticut. Love my Connecticut quality water softener. I absolutely love it. One of the best things we put in the house. It just makes a difference from day one with everything that you do and you use water for, whether that's a washing machine, the dishwasher, the shower, whatever, it makes one heck of a difference. It is the best product out there. It's 80% more efficient than anything else that's on the market right now. And they're sweetening the pot just a little bit. For a limited time, you get a free reverse osmosis drinking station that they will install right there at your kitchen sink. And the beauty of that is they've got all kinds of different styles. So whatever your kitchen sink looks like, they've got a reverse osmosis drinking station that looks just like it. Looks like it was made to be there. And that's a fantastic thing. The other thing about it is you don't have to buy bottled water anymore. You don't have to. Because you got it right there at your kitchen sink. No more lugging that stuff home from the grocery store and figuring out what you're going to do with all those empty plastic bottles. Those days are gone. Also giving you 0% interest for 12 months. Free money for 12 months. It's a great deal. Don't put it off any longer. 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle, sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We ask them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too.
Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has the guaranteed best prices on back to school gear. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy, fun can't lose.
Academy. This is Joel Frederick. From all of us at Quartermoon, thank you. Through the years and through the growth of this city, you've trusted us to be there when it matters most. For plumbing repairs, air conditioning repairs, new system installs, and so much more. Now, you're going to start seeing a new Quartermoon logo. It's a fresh look, but it reflects the same company we've always been. Rooted in hard work, family values, fair pricing, and caring for people the right way. Quartermoon Plumbing, AC, and Heating. 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, are we still USA all the way, or do we have to start pretending to cheer for another team? So much to get into. Spurs Summer League as well. We'll talk it all. Don't be late. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Still have the same question I had at the top of the show, Jason Minix. Why has Wemby not signed his extension yet? Just curious. Today's the day he could do it. I figured they'd have that thing ready.
Spurs want the drama.
Boom. What does he think he's LeBron?
Well, no, LeBron is taking his time.
Of course he is.
That's another. You know, it is odd because you feel like it's a no-brainer. Yes, he can sign it today.
Yes,
but there's got to be a reason the Spurs haven't done it yet. And is it because they've got to get all the other ones done first? Is it one of those that we'll read about in a couple days when somebody like a Bobby Marks comes out and says, if they do it here, it's going to implicate X on the cap this year versus do it after that date? I don't know. I just felt like that should be the easiest deal that the Spurs organization has ever done. You get how much? The max? Merry Christmas.
Well, exactly. I mean, there's no negotiating with this thing, right? You're going to sign him to whatever he is eligible for. So I figured it would happen. So we're on Wemby watch. We're on LeBron watch. And obviously, LeBron has not made a decision either. On where he's going to go, who he's going to play for. Although, is it just a huge production? I mean, we got the whiteboard out, and we got this, and we got that, and where's LeBron going? Are we not over that yet, or is this exciting for everybody?
I thought it was fascinating. And honestly, when you saw Rich Paul, I did not go watch the whole thing, but there were enough clips out there I felt like I've seen it all. And but I thought it was pretty fascinating that an agent of any player, but let alone LeBron James, went into that kind of detail before he has made a decision and was as transparent as he was. The teams that were on the board, including the San Antonio Spurs, why he's going places or considering places or not. I thought the stuff about the New York Knicks was pretty fascinating. A real-life look into what is actually discussed. If New York had not won, it would be a no-brainer and there would be no board, is what Rich Paul said. He would be a New York Knick. But because the Knicks did win, he's got to have Jalen Brunson call him and welcome him to the team. Like, dude, I'm cool with you coming over.
Oh, my gosh.
But the pressure that comes with if they don't win, that's all going to fall on LeBron.
Yes.
Does he want that? But more about respecting, that's Jalen Brunson's team. And Jalen Brunson would have to convince him that he's cool with him going into that locker room. And again, whatever you think about it, it is pretty fascinating that he would go into that kind of detail at this point in the process while the decision is still being made. I'm like, why is Dallas on there? Well, because Dallas has no chance to win a ring. But the idea of golf courses, oil, and, I don't know, a pretty famous casino family that owns it.
Yeah.
A lot of business reasons.
Sure.
But quality of life matters. And LeBron's now a golfer. So great courses that he would have access to and better weather than a lot of the other places that were listed, especially on the East Coast.
Well, just out of curiosity, if this was anybody else, would you give a damn?
Yes and no.
No.
I'm saying
I don't give a damn now.
Well, look, I know it's LeBron, so you're not going to give a damn. But to answer your question, if it were a high-level player, to have an agent going through that process and the behind-the-scenes look, because we speculate all the time on what really goes on. And you'll have some general managers talk about some surface-level stuff of what really goes on.
Sure.
But I thought it was pretty fascinating hearing him go through team by team of what they're looking for. And, yes, it's LeBron, so obviously, I mean, that takes it to another level. But all these guys going through their decision-making process. Like, Rui Hachimura signs with the Clippers for less money than Tobias Harris with San Antonio. He was rumored to be coming to San Antonio, and then he signs for less. Well, then you read in the article, he did not want to leave Los Angeles. L.A. was his preferred destination. He didn't give a damn which team. He just didn't want to have to move.
And he's not. He's going to the Clippers.
Yeah, he's going to stay with the Clippers.
So, well, look, I find that, and some of that stuff is interesting. I just, the whole Jalen Brunson thing, and he's got to call LeBron and tell him, isn't that the case with any team? I mean, wouldn't he want, if he was interested in San Antonio, wouldn't Wemby need to call him and tell him it's all right? Or I don't know, go to Dallas. Wouldn't Cooper Flagg need to call him and tell him it'd be all right? Or name a team anywhere. Does Steph Curry have to call him and tell him it'll be all right? Because he's not the man anymore. There won't be his team, no matter where he ends up.
It won't be in that locker room. It may be not on the court. But the perception when a LeBron James shows up, he's going to be the most famous guy on that team. He's going to get the most attention on that team. And that would include here in San Antonio. Everybody would know that it's Wemby's team, but LeBron brings a certain level of, pick your word. I mean, I want to say baggage, but baggage. There's a lot that comes with having LeBron James in your locker room. And in New York with a guy like Jalen Brunson, now, all these guys have a certain level of ego. But where is Jalen Brunson? Would he say, yeah, LeBron, let's come here and share the spotlight? But also, I thought it was interesting and kind of chicken bleep, too, that you hear him say, the agent, well, now that they won it, does that take them off the board? Not necessarily, but there's more pressure there on LeBron because the expectation is they're going to win a championship. And since they just won, if they don't repeat, then it's LeBron's fault.
And they haven't been a repeat champion since when?
It's been 9 years?
Yeah, it's been a long, long time. Well, and again, and I guess, if you're LeBron James and you've got that reputation, you know he's got a hell of an ego, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But that is an issue. I mean, wouldn't LeBron want to look at that as a challenge? I mean, if New York is truly where you want to go and finish your career, look at that as a challenge. And say, let's go. Let's repeat. There hasn't been one in a while. I can help you get that done. And let's rock. And instead of saying, oh, well, they may not win. So, can't go there.
It's interesting, kind of comical, but it is fascinating because all of us, whether you're doing a radio show or sitting around a bar at the Rue Pub waiting for the soccer game to start tonight, and you're talking about with your buddies what you think a LeBron James is looking for in his next team, you just kind of had an agent lay out a whole bunch of stuff. That's insight that you don't normally get.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. And I guess he's in no hurry. He's going to take his time because, well, everybody's going to continue to talk about it. And that's what LeBron likes. I did see a tweet today that kind of made my head explode.
You?
Yeah.
Your head explode?
Mine, yeah.
How many times a day does your head actually explode?
Well, it depends. Some days are better than others.
Okay.
But this started pretty early. I saw this from some dude named Dove Kleiman or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
And he starts out his tweet by saying, heartbreaking.
Ooh.
Heartbreaking. It appears, and I'm paraphrasing, it appears that or the odds for LeBron and Bronny to play together this season are going down on Polymarket. Heartbreaking.
Now, why would that break your heart?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question, and that was the response that I gave him. I said, well, why is this heartbreaking? Is anybody out there heartbroken that LeBron and Bronny may not be on the same team next year?
Bronny has earned it.
I'm just wondering. Are you heartbroken, Minix?
No.
Pledge, are you heartbroken?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're heartbroken.
Of course.
Oh
What are
my
you, an
God.
animal?
Yeah, apparently.
Ronnie has earned that.
You got the chance to do something with your son that not many NBA players get to do, and it just gets ripped away from you. It's heartbreaking.
So it maybe for them, it breaks your heart, huh? That's good. All right.
He just wants your head to explode.
Pledge is a softie in there.
Well, you're a tin man with no heart.
Well,
I mean,
I've got a heart, but I don't give a damn whether Bronny and LeBron are on the same team or not. Who gives a damn?
Well,
but I know because he's on a no-cut list when he's there with his dad. And apparently a no G League list either.
You know how much money he just made him by prolonging his decision to not return to the Lakers?
Well, that's what dads do. I mean, think about it. Minnick's over here, he just got his daughter off the payroll.
I know. It's a great day.
See?
It's a great day.
I'm telling you.
It's anything but heartbreaking.
And it never goes away.
Off?
Huh?
Off?
It'll never be off. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, what does that mean?
I'm just saying. See, because you can't see it, but there's a ring on Minnick's pinky finger, courtesy of Erica.
There's not. There is not. And she pays her rent and all her bills.
How about that?
Well, I say all her bill, all her living expenses out there. I mean, she's still on our phone plan.
She's a good
but it's
kid.
cheaper to keep her on the phone plan.
She's a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
keep
not
saying
criticizing
that.
her.
Uh-huh.
Just you should just go with it. Yeah, my daughter's got me wrapped around a little finger. Yes,
I know, and you got 5 that are that way.
Geez.
Well, at least 3.5.
Well,
I mean, that have you wrapped.
there's some, yes.
Yeah. Now you got grandkids too that you got to take care of. You're gonna have one tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they can schedule these things now.
I guess that's a good thing or a bad thing because she's obviously
Is
got
it good or is it bad?
Well, she's got to have a C-section, right?
Yeah.
So you schedule those things. Son, daughter live in Tampa, Florida,
Yep.
and so they will be going in early in the morning for having a little girl.
Another little girl in the
Another
family.
little girl,
huh?
yes. Can't get away from them. I've got 2 grandsons. That's it.
And how many granddaughters?
That'd take me too long to count. A lot. I got a whole tribe, man, and it just keeps getting bigger. And then another one on the way. I swear, I try to tell
later
these kids.
this summer, right?
Yeah, August.
August.
I try to tell these kids. I know you know what causes this. Hey, buy a TV or something. Get a dog.
Well, it's what they're watching on TV.
Get a dog.
What's a dog going to do?
Play Monopoly.
Really?
Goodness gracious.
No, there's other things that could prevent that.
Well, there are, and then
Yes.
fortunately for me,
They need better goaltending in the Reinagel family tree.
Some of the daughters have gotten those things fixed.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it won't be happening anymore.
Snip, snip.
With that too, yes. No, it's a good thing. Obviously, very excited about that.
We can tell.
No, dude, I am. Push comes to shove. Yeah, I'm a softie. I got a heart.
You
I
don't
got
have a heart.
I do.
You don't have a heart. I know you. I don't know who you're trying to convince right now.
I got a heart. A big one.
Stop
it.
Mm-hmm.
Big heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You got a lot on the payroll.
No, not really, which is the beauty of it. It's like, no. I'm pretty fortunate in that respect that
they all work.
Sons and daughters, and they all have jobs.
Yeah.
And they take care of themselves. Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part.
But the amount of money that you probably spend or that you don't even know that is being spent on gifts for all these babies.
Well, and there is a baby shower courtesy of one Maggie Reinagel coming up here in July.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit later this month. Yeah, that, those kind of things.
For the one in Florida or the one in Houston?
The one in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who's already had 2. You know, I don't remember back in the day having 10 baby showers where you get everything you need. And then the last one we went to, I mean, the ticket to get in was a thing of diapers.
Huh?
Yeah, you had to bring a big bag of diapers.
And?
So they're set, at least for a week anyway. I don't know.
So all the diapers, and then you had other gifts too?
Sure.
So everybody had to bring diapers.
That was the deal. That was the cover charge.
Did you go?
Yes.
Ooh.
I had to. It was a couple shower, Minix. Fortunately for me, the one coming up in later this month, a couple of weeks, is all girls.
How many showers? This is for the same baby. Multiple showers.
Uh-huh.
How many showers do you get?
As many as all the parents plan for, I guess.
And then do your kids do the how's it called? Relax, Pledge. It ain't that funny, dude. I don't know if you can hear the cackling on the other side, but Pledge is trying to crack himself up with jokes about the Love's truck stop for Ryan Engel to do more Christmas shopping.
That was the
and take a shower. Baby moon. Do they still are your kids doing the whole baby moon thing?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but going somewhere before the baby's here, like a
honeymoon.
Yeah.
But it's called a baby moon. I didn't know that was a thing until my niece was like, "Oh yeah, we're going on our baby moon." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Well, I'm not sure what the point of that is.
You're not going to get pregnant.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can still have sex with a pregnant woman.
I was always worried about that. It's like the baby dodging it. It's like, whoa, sweet,
the way you've talked, the baby has nothing to worry about.
I'm just saying. It's like, hey, what is that crazy thing? That's what I was.
That's what you were worried about?
Well, yeah, I was kind of worried about it. I didn't want to hurt the baby.
You weren't going to hurt the baby.
Well, probably
and
not.
And apparently pregnant ladies are horny as hell.
Well, that's good. Good for them.
And they can't get pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You never know, buddy. Can they store that somewhere? We got to take a break.
Yeah, we do.
We do. We'll talk a little more NBA basketball. There's some things to talk about. We're going to talk USA and Belgium as well. Big match tonight. And Flo will be playing. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagel for DraftKings. Did you know DraftKings is live in all 50 states? Yes, that means us here in Texas. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Texas. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code 941SportsStar. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 941SportsStar. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Transform your water with Connecticut. For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station, $400 off with a trade-in, and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Don't wait. The offer ends soon. Call Connecticut today.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Soccer fans, you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. From World Cup to baseball to all the fights, get into the Roo Pub. And when you show up at the Roo, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs have not fared very well in the California Summer Classic League. Over the weekend, they went 0-2. They've got one more game there in San Francisco before it moves to Vegas. They'll take on the Lakers tonight at 6:30. Speaking of the Lakers, free agent forward Rui Hachimura is staying in L.A., but he is changing arenas. He's signing a 2-year, $28 million deal with the Clippers, and the Sacramento Kings have released DeMar DeRozan, making him a free agent.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Well, happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Whatever you did, I hope you had a great time with family, with friends, however you celebrated this beautiful country's 250th birthday. It was a lot of fun for me, that is for sure. This is The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. Jason Minix is there. I know he had a good weekend as well.
I certainly did have a good weekend, and we always like to educate. We're not going to get back into a whole lot of baby shower talk, but a buddy of mine did say it's something I've not heard before. But after your first child, you no longer have baby showers. You have sprinklers.
I think it's a sprinkle. I've heard my wife refer to them as sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Not a sprinkler. Now,
I got nothing.
I got nothing against your friend there, but...
Well, he's an idiot.
Well... Well, okay. Well, there, that pretty much settles that, doesn't it?
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he was wrong.
No, but I've heard my wife refer to them as sprinkler. So,
sprinkler.
Sprinkle. What the hell? No.
Now, sprinkler does make more sense if you go from a shower to a sprinkler.
Not really.
Well, it's almost like, in the yard you got your sprinklers, right?
Well, you throw the kids out in the yard.
I don't know. I mean, second kid only gets sprinkles instead of a full shower?
Well, I guess so. Or maybe you've already got enough stuff from the first one. I have no idea.
You need new stuff.
Dude, it's
just it's new terminology. I've not heard that before. I was surprised you had, so all right, let's share it with the world.
Well, it's only because my wife has referred to that as a sprinkle. And I think if you got a shower, then you just have a little sprinkle. Shower, sprinkle. Not sprinkler. I'm sure that makes sense to somebody. I'm not sure who, but it does.
When you're registering for the kid and they send you the gift registry, does it say it's for the sprinkle or the shower? Because does that affect the level of gift that you're expected to buy?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I don't. If somebody knows the answer to that,
keep it to yourself.
Well, yeah. Or if it's a sprinkle or a sprinkler or whatever the heck. Yeah. Goodness gracious. In case you haven't seen today, Spain knocked out Portugal 1-0. So Spain is awaiting the winner of tonight's Belgium-USA game, which is going to be interesting. I really want the United States to win this game tonight because I think that'd be a fascinating matchup between USA and Spain.
It would be. I want USA to win because, well, I'm a proud American. I want them. I want USA to win at all these, and they get their best player back in a bit of a surprise. Admittedly, especially this morning, while I'm excited that he gets to play, they righted it wrong because that was a BS red card to begin with. But the process feels so wrong. Like it does feel wrong. That said, I don't give a damn. Go win. But I do think there was a lot more pressure on the United States to win tonight. They had the built-in excuse if they didn't because their best player wasn't there because of a BS call. And the whole process, like after it happened, we were all told you can't appeal these things. But apparently they can review through independent groups the VAR usage, which is where they messed up. And then you find out the referee has had some allegations against him, which I wonder, then why is he assigned a game to begin with if he's got a questionable reputation?
All of these things are true. I look, they're using that thing wrong. With everything I've learned since then, the VAR, or whatever they call it, the instant replay, is only supposed to be used slowed down for facts. Offsides, was that a goal? Those things. Yeah. Only facts, not to determine intent. You're not supposed to use slow motion for that. And apparently that's what they did. And I think because of that, or there's some section in the rule book in FIFA soccer that, you can overturn it using that somehow, some way. But again, this is not just the United States that came up with this. This has happened many times before. In fact, about 5 coming into this World Cup tournament. This one we're talking about. So I just don't know. Now, I know everybody hates the fact that Trump got involved. I get that. I totally get that. But, again, it was a bad call. They righted a wrong. And isn't that what we're supposed to do anyway?
Well, again, when you think about red card suspensions suspended, because that's what they didn't make the red card go away. They suspended the suspension.
He's on probation still.
Yeah, for a year.
Yes.
Ronaldo had 2 matches suspended for a red. Some dude from Argentina had a 1-match ban that he was allowed to play. Same thing with a dude from Ecuador and Qatar. And now you got Balogun on there. And so this has happened before. But, again, we're all getting educated on this. The idea that normally it happens fairly quickly. Mm-hmm. And we were told nothing was going to happen. And also, according to the FIFA rules, politicians are not allowed to get involved. And I would imagine that most of the time a politician makes a call and they keep it to themselves. Well, I think we all know that President Trump is going to take his victory lap. And in a lot of ways makes it worse. Now, this morning, and I recorded a video this morning that's on the San Antonio Sports Star socials. And at the time, it was still reported that President Trump had made a call. But then he had a press conference earlier today where, he takes full credit for getting the red card suspended.
So I saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete. And I understand sports really well. And that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was 2 guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were 2 great athletes that got tangled up. And this referee, who is a little bit suspect, if you check his past, I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy.
No.
But very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. You know, even people on the other side, they say, "Oh, we got lucky. Wow, that's." And it's very interesting. They say they don't show them in slow motion, and I never realized that. I never heard of that before. That they're not allowed to review in slow motion because it's so different. Because you'll take one little quarter of a second and you'll see that a hand is touching a neck or you see something. Whereas when you see it in fast motion, it will look like two guys collided, which is really what happened. They got sort of entangled. He didn't do anything wrong, and he's our best player or one of our best players, a very vital player. And he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much. Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair. But when they take your best player, or just about, they have some great players, and they say you can't play, that's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game, but how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do
how
that.
How the red card works.
Yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected, and by the way, whose level of respect has gone up tenfold. And he was good before this started, but he really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not Biden. Biden was asleep.
I'm not sure what Biden has to do with anything, but okay, I get it. If you believe what he says, and I know some of you will, some of you won't, but he just asked for a review. And so if they did that and they saw, I don't know what took so long. So I think everybody that saw that thing live were shocked when the red card came out.
Including players from Bosnia.
Yes.
Right? And so, it feels like ultimately FIFA came to the right conclusion. They just took the wrong path to get there. And if it would have been done quickly, or if we would have found this out and you didn't have a call from the president, because it is against the rules for political involvement, but it's FIFA, and their reputation for being corrupt is all over the place. Are any of us going to be surprised if down the road we find out that there was a $5 million bribe? Why that number? I don't know. It seems to make sense. Like more than $1 million, but $10 million would be too much. $5 million, you can get a lot of things done. And at the same press conference, of all people, Ted Cruz is there and gives President Trump even more credit.
And on behalf of all Americans, thank you for getting rid of that ridiculous red card. This is his. That was interesting. It was spectacular. There was a reason the FIFA trophy sat here for as long as it did.
Again.
Yeah, that makes it sound a little creepy, doesn't it?
Well, I don't say things.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that Donald Trump is going to be the official VAR review referee tonight.
Yeah,
we don't need to know all these things.
It's funny because I saw all the memes on there, and Marco Rubio is going to be one of the officials tonight, and the whole Trump administration. So, it's going to be interesting. This whole thing is interesting. I love the controversy. I really do. And this has nothing to do with politicians, but I just, you know what? It was a horrible call. It was reversed. It was overturned. I felt a little weird about it at first, but you know what? They got it right. And isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we want?
Ultimately, again, they righted a wrong. It's just how they got there doesn't feel right. I honestly, this morning, and even to a degree now, even after everything that's come out, it feels a little wrong, although I'm happy with the decision. Because they did right or wrong. But I'm still rooting for Team USA to win tonight, but I do think there is added pressure on Team USA now because in a lot of ways they had a built-in excuse if things don't go well tonight. And I say this, watching Mexico beat England or lose to England last night. Mexico was expected to win that game. All the commentary leading up to it, they don't lose in that stadium. England doesn't win in Mexico. All of it was there, the time change, the altitude, the weather, all of it. England won. right?
They did. Yeah.
You know, tonight you're playing in Seattle, one of the biggest games in Team USA history, playing in the best soccer city that we have in our country, and it's Monday Night Football, right? Everything is for Team USA from a setting standpoint, but if Balogun wasn't allowed to play, you kind of had that built in. If things don't work out, man, if we didn't get screwed by that ref in that red card, now I feel like there's added pressure for Team USA to win this game tonight.
Well, look, I do too. And a couple of things scare me, I'll be honest with you. I think Belgium could use this as a battle cry, as motivation. They could come out and say, all right, we got screwed. And so we're going to go and prove to them that we can take these guys full strength. The other thing I think about, too, as an athlete, and everybody is looking for a break. Don't get me wrong. I know everybody, wants to have breaks go their way and things happen. And if Balogun was out, obviously that's an advantage for Belgium. But still, if you win, don't you want to beat the best? I mean, because look, if Balogun's out and they win tonight, and I'm talking about who the hell are they playing?
Who?
Belgium. Yes. If Belgium wins tonight.
Yeah, them guys.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't there be an asterisk next to that? Yeah, you beat us, but we didn't have our best player.
I mean, it feels like the soccer experts, the guys that talk with accents, all talk about it being tainted and all that. I don't get it. I heard one guy this morning on FS1 talking about how this could actually be a problem for the Americans because they've been training and preparing, expecting him not to be there. I'm like, wait, dude, he's one of your best players. He's your top striker. You add him in, you're going to be better. Has he not been with the team at all? No, of course he has. It's not like he's gotten out of shape since the last game. It's only been a couple of days. It's just so bizarre how these soccer types look at this. Oh, Belgium, no chance to prepare. It's so unfair to them. Seriously?
Dude, they're professionals. It's ridiculous to say any of that. I don't think there's any kind of stuff. Are you pros or are you not? They are. They're all great soccer players. They wouldn't be in this position. And Belgium's got a great team. United States got a great team. Should be a great match tonight. And it's a little sad that there's this controversy hovering over this particular game because I'm not sure whoever wins tonight, if there's still going to be some sort of especially if Balogun goes out and scores the game-winning goal. Can you imagine what we're talking about here tomorrow?
Dude, I hope he scores. I mean, typically speaking, and again, I am a soccer expert, except for the last game, the United States scores early in all these games. I hope Balogun gets one of those early goals.
I hope he does, too.
And then if it's tied late, I hope he gets the game winner in, I don't know, stoppage time.
Stoppage time?
Sure.
Wow.
Absolutely. Well, the hell do I know?
Yeah, well, isn't that how Spain won today?
Yeah.
It was 0-0 through about 92 minutes.
Which means scoreless.
Yes. Well, I mean, if you're a soccer expert, you know that.
Well, I know that,
yeah.
But, I mean, does everybody know that?
I don't know.
Did you know that?
If they listen to the show, they have been educated very, very well. Educated.
I don't know if this show and education should be in the same sentence.
Well, I know it shouldn't be. Or classy, or, I don't know, anything. All of those kinds of things.
I just got an email from the Spurs about them signing a player.
Really?
Yep.
What player would it be? You're not going to tell us? Is that like a tease, Minix?
Well, it could be a tease. Or I could tell you it's not who you've been waiting to see get signed.
No. I just got the same email. We'll tell you who it is, who officially signs with the Spurs when we return. Here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you're having any issues at your house with your plumbing or your AC, you know there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899 is the phone number. 651-5899. But Quartermoon, while they are great at emergency situations, they're great at everything they do, including maintenance programs. And another issue that a lot of you are having is your houses smell. It's a little off. Something's not right. Well, you know what? It could be your AC unit. That is why Quartermoon created the Breathe Easy package. what they're going to do when you call them and say, hey, will you come out and do this Breathe Easy package, they're going to pull and deep clean your blower motor, blower wheel, and your AC housing. They'll clean the coil, disinfect the inside of your AC cabinet, then install a UV light that will zap bacteria and other stuff that's in there. You're going to get cleaner air, a fresher home, and an AC system that smells like it should. When was the last time you had that blower motor cleaned? If your house smells, that could be the problem. Call Quarter Moon, 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
The Morning Huddle.
Oh, you're trying to look up YouPorn. You can't do that in this state.
I just hit Pornhub.
Yeah, you can't do
How
that.
did I get through the firewall?
You didn't. You can't. You like there.
Hey, while you're there,
you got to the warning page. That's as far as you could make it.
It actually said Pornhub.
You from Texas? We don't work here anymore.
It wants to know my age.
are you sure it wasn't Cornhub?
It's Cornhub.
That's a whole other site.
That's what the gal. Oh, those gals in Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, ribbed.
Oh yeah.
Well, corn is ribbed for her pleasure.
Shorts and cowboy
Is that
boots.
popcorn or pig corn?
Both if you play your cards right.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know what you can trust? The protection you get when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. You know what you can't trust? Everything else, apparently. Like when you saw that article that said that thing you eat every day is a superfood and great for your gut health. But then 30 seconds later, a different article warns you to avoid it and it's taking years off your life. Well, which is it? Kind of a big difference there. Anyway, bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive for reliable coverage in a reliably unreliable world. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Let's go to Vegas.
It's Jason and Joe from the Blitz. Join us at Circa Las Vegas in August for the Circa Sports Ultimate Contest Weekend. The Blitz will be live at Circa August 27th and 28th. And then, of course, we're staying for the weekend. So come to Vegas with us for the Ultimate Contest Weekend.
Circa Survivor, Circa Million, Circa Grandissimo are back. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. So join the Blitz at Circa Las Vegas. More details and discounted rooms, visit circasports.com. That's circasports.com.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you are a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month with Window Nation at 50% off all window styles. Yes, 50% off new, beautiful, energy-efficient windows, plus zero down, zero interest, and no payments for 2 years. Call now, 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. Sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. A final in the World Cup round of 16. Spain tops its neighbor Portugal 1-0. The lone goal by Mikel Moreno in the 91st minute. Spain has not allowed a goal yet at this World Cup and just set a new World Cup record with 6 consecutive clean sheets. Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup career is over after confirming this week that 2026 would be his final World Cup appearance. So Spain awaits the winner of tonight's match between the USA and Belgium. It's an 8 p.m. Eastern kickoff in Seattle. Flo Balogun will play for the U.S. after his red card was suspended yesterday. The Americans will try and end Belgium's 17-match international unbeaten streak. I'm Phil Constantino, Westwood One Sports.
O'Reilly. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get one free set of Brake Best Select brake pads when you buy 2 Brake Best Select brake rotors. Or get one free set of Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct professional grade brake pads when you buy 2 matching professional grade brake rotors. Restrictions apply. Get details from the parts professionals at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. But wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Staring at the
Wow.
Surprise.
Surprise. Hello there. Good to see ya. This is a Blitz 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix. We are so happy to have you along on this Monday afternoon as we get set for a big match tonight. Team USA and Belgium. They will hit the pitch about 7 o'clock. In fact, they just showed a clock. They're about an hour and 35 minutes away from getting that thing underway. So going to be a lot of fun, Jason. That is for sure. You know what's interesting about this is with all the controversy today, I'm looking at the betting odds. Both teams, it's weird because Team USA is plus 145. Belgium's like plus 180.
Okay.
So either way you go, I guess you're betting the underdog. I don't bet a lot of soccer.
The total's still 3, though?
The over and under is 3.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
But I find that fascinating. So I haven't bet a lot of soccer in my whole life until now, and I still don't do it because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. So
soccer expert.
Yeah, well,
Joseph Reinagle.
That's what my bookie would like for me to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, a soccer expert.
Exactly.
Wouldn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big day in the NBA because deals can become official. The Wemby extension is a no-brainer. That should happen at any point. The Spurs, though, did send out a press release that Tobias Harris has officially signed. Per team policy, terms of the contract were not announced, but we know what it is. Tobias is going to wear number 23 for the Spurs. So do you think he asked Bruce for 12 and Bruce said no, or he just went 23?
I think he just went 23, not to get into that mess and get into the any issues with Bruce. But yeah, I think 23 is a pretty good number.
Well, I mean,
and some pretty big stars wear 23, so why not?
I mean, but just not for the Spurs.
No,
I mean Zach Collins had it last. I know Devin Brown had it back in the day.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yes,
I think George Hill had it pretty early. one of your favorite players of all time had 23.
Michael Jordan, yeah.
Tyrone Corbin.
Oh. That's probably appropriate when you start, depending on what you're talking about there. Feet, inches, I don't know, whatever. All of the above.
Mike Bratz also wore 23.
Mike who?
Bratz.
Okay. Mike. Oh, my goodness.
Going from Corbin to Bratz?
Yeah, Bratz. Why not?
It made him gag.
Oh, my goodness. Look, all of these things are going to be trickling in, right? And these kind of signings, because you can do it today. But the one I want to see is obviously the big fella, number one.
Serious question. You want to see it because why? Are you worried? Or you just feel like it's a no-brainer, easiest one to get done, get it announced, put it to bed, and not have to worry about it?
I can sit here and say I'm not worried, Jason, yeah, and I'm not really. But we went through the Tim Duncan drama. And I don't want to go through that again. And I really don't. And it's you want to get it done. And I don't know what the negotiations are, if there are any. There shouldn't be, at least in my mind. But I'm hoping that it's just a matter of, well, we need to wait for this to happen or that to happen. We'll get everybody else signed. But you know they've already allocated for that. I mean, that was allocated for the minute they signed him as a rookie.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know what. I'm not sure what and I guess there's no hurry on it if he's not going anywhere. But again, until it's signed, it's just there's always that remote outside chance that I don't know. The Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics or the New York Knicks are saying, "Hey, just hold off. We're going to give you a hell of a contract."
You say all that. Wemby doesn't have to sign it this
No,
offseason.
he does not.
All right, and it's like the Joker. Joker has no desire to leave Denver, according to ESPN, but he plans to wait to sign the deal. Quote, my idea and desire is to stay in Denver. I'll probably sign it next year. He told reporters in Serbia and following his FIBA World Cup qualifying game on Monday. My desire is to play the rest of my life in Denver. Again, he doesn't have to. I don't know if there's an advantage for him to wait or not. I don't know that Wemby can get more money by waiting, but anytime there's a contract and you wait, there's always the possibility something could go horribly wrong.
Always.
So I'm with you. Get the deal done as quickly as you possibly can, which is why, I'm sure that the press release is drafted because we know it's going to say, per club policy, terms aren't announced.
Of course, yes.
But it is kind of, when you see like the Joker I'll wait a year. Now, granted, he's got a lot of money. So does Wemby, don't get me wrong. And I saw some comments on YouTube. Wemby doesn't have to take it all. He doesn't have to be greedy. This is his first big contract, one of many. He's going to end up being a billionaire player in player salary when it's all said and done.
Look, he's going to take the max. I mean, there's nobody should expect him not to. I mean, he's going to, and he should. But again, I guess it is all timing, and I mean, we may not hear that this year. It may be next year. Who knows when it's going to be? I was just hoping because he is eligible for it now. Obviously, it wouldn't kick in and all of that stuff for a while. But if you got him signed, sealed, and delivered, then nobody's got to worry about anything, and you're done. I don't know. Maybe the Spurs think it might be best to wait. I don't know for a variety of reasons, but I have to believe that the Spurs would feel better too. Not saying that anything's going to happen, but I mean, you just never know. And as close as we got to Tim Duncan leaving this place, that was pretty scary.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Kawhi Leonard is starting his negotiations with Toronto.
No, whoop-de-doo.
Well, did you see the big news with that? He's fired his uncle.
Yeah.
He fired his uncle and his agent, and he hired a guy named Harrison Gaines, who's actually been his business attorney.
Yeah, I wish he'd have done that about, 10 years ago.
I mean, he fired Uncle Dennis.
How about that?
I mean, finally. If I'd have known this like 3 weeks ago when there was the talk about him coming back, I still wouldn't have looked at it differently.
No.
But had the Spurs done it, I'd have been like, all right, well, Uncle Dennis isn't a part of that, huh? I wonder what made him finally decide to get rid of the uncle.
Well, and not only that, it's weird that he would choose to go back to Toronto. Now, obviously, he's a star there. They're going to look at him as one of those guys, and he's going to be put on a pedestal there. But still, his goal was to always get to L.A., always get there, and Pop sent him to Toronto to keep him. I mean, that's about as far away as you can get from L.A. When they traded him away.
Although there's only a limited amount of time in Toronto where you can plant trees because it's frozen the rest of the time.
There you go.
So maybe that factored into his desire to live where it's cold. And he's got some really nice coats. Speaking of that trade, DeMar DeRozan released today, waived by Sacramento. And I see a lot of Spurs fans hoping the Spurs go get him. And if he's coming in on a vet minimum deal to go chase a ring, I don't know that I'd be against it. I just don't see the need to bring in a DeMar DeRozan. From a basketball standpoint, if the olive branch was extended to him to come back here to go chase a ring, sure. But it's not a need that the Spurs have.
I think that DeMar's going to get a lot of opportunity. There are going to be a lot of teams interested in him. And a lot, he's going to have a lot of options to choose from. I don't think it's a need either. I'm not sure exactly that DeMar DeRozan, although I loved it when he was here. He loved it when he was here, even though he didn't want to come here.
Yep.
He hated to leave Toronto. But he came here and just credits Greg Popovich for a lot of things, both on and off the court. And so he enjoyed his time here in San Antonio. I'm sure he wouldn't mind coming back, but he's going to have some options. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Because, look, I know he's, 36, 37 years old, 36. So he is he can still help. He can still play.
Well, and again, with some of our young players, kind of the Chris Paul role, maybe. I mean, he doesn't shoot threes, so he fits right in with what we have.
Yeah.
I mean, the human side said, yeah, man, that'd be awesome. The basketball side says, yeah. That's not needed.
Yeah, I don't. It's not going to hurt my feelings if he signs somewhere else.
No.
And I don't think that's, again, the Spurs are interested in doing that. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. Hey, we do still have our poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Did FIFA make the right call today on Flo Balogun? Right now, the yeses have it at 65%, the noes at 35%. If you want to go over there and vote, you still have time to do that. In fact, do that because we need a few more votes before we can make that thing official. We're going to continue here on the Blitz, but first, Jason, we're going to make somebody's day. It is Mellow Monday, by the way.
It is.
Which means that we're going to be giving away right now a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. We do this every Monday. So $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. That's what we're going to do. Caller number, are we sticking with 9?
Yeah, we can stick with 9.
All right, caller number 9. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. Caller number 9, you get a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Good luck. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Here in the month of July, America is celebrating 250 years of independence. At Synergenics, they're celebrating the men who are ready to declare their independence from low testosterone. So if you've been feeling tired all the time, struggling to stay motivated, you've lost some muscle, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, it might not just be age, could be low testosterone. So go get tested at Synergenics. The test is free. And if you need it, licensed providers create personalized testosterone replacement therapy plans based on your symptoms, your lab work, and your health goals. Treatment is carefully monitored to help you feel great, look great, and live your best life. And for the entire month of July, when you start TRT and stay on treatment for 90 days, you'll receive a $250 account credit as part of their 250 for 250 celebration honoring America's 250th anniversary. You don't have to settle for less than your best. So schedule that free appointment to go get tested, that free test at Synergenics.com. Every patient receives a comprehensive evaluation with a licensed provider to determine whether TRT is appropriate for you. And they only use non-compounded pharmaceutical-grade testosterone. They're great at what they do. Most major insurances accepted. So feel your best. Go get tested. Find the answers. Book that appointment now for the free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. Synergenx.com.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
If alcohol or drug use is hurting you or someone you love, you are not alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. There is help, there is hope. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741 or visit cicada.org.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone, now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, are we still USA all the way, or do we have to start pretending to cheer for another team? So much to get into. Spurs Summer League as well. We'll talk it all. Don't be late. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is hard to believe, Minix, that Big 12 Media Days kick off tomorrow.
I got my Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine in the mail over the weekend.
Man.
The Bible is here. I was thumbing through that.
I love that, man. That means that football, American style, is right around the corner.
I know we're going to have Phil Steele on Wednesday.
Yep.
It's been – don't even know what word to use. Normally, for the last several years, Spurs end in April.
Yeah.
And, this year, obviously, with the unexpected run to the finals for the San Antonio Spurs. And I am more into this World Cup than any other World Cup that I can remember. But it's like, dude, it's July 6th. And normally by now, you're going, all right, let's see. What college football people can you get on to talk about this and all these different stories? And now you're getting into Big 12 media days and all the media days over the next month for all the different colleges, the Big 12 going first. And I don't want to say I don't care yet, but I haven't invested yet. It's just there's just so many other things that are consuming your time. As opposed to going through the magazine, which normally it'd come in the mail, and I'm sitting there and I'm writing notes, and we're making, all right, let's do this segment. What are they saying about the Longhorns or the Aggies or the Roadrunners? And I've kind of done that, but not really.
No, and again, it is because of the World Cup, I think. And we've had a lot of NBA news, too, with the free agent period going on. Now it's officially you can sign those guys. We're, still on Wemby watch and LeBron watch and all of that kind of stuff. So that'll keep us occupied for sure. But I'm with you. This World Cup just really seems, and maybe it's because it's here in the United States, that makes it seem. And again, I mentioned this earlier in the show. My friend that I met from England, that game last night started at 2 a.m. England time. And I think and here in the United States, sometimes you get that when the World Cup is somewhere like that, where you're getting games at 4 or 5 in the morning and you're not watching, and where it's on our time, the times are convenient and they're when we expect to watch sporting events. And I think that's made a big difference for everybody here in the United States, and I think that's why it's made it more interesting and people are watching the way they're watching.
Now, obviously, this is more of a topic for a couple of days from now, but you just used the proper term without knowing it. The times are convenient. Now, there have been games in the afternoon, but Team USA, most of their games have been at night, have they not?
They have.
On the weekdays.
Yep.
And all on the West Coast, for whatever reason. They played at the L.A. Stadium in San Francisco and Seattle, and if they win tonight, and they will, and they win the next one, then they get to come play in Dallas, and then if they win that one, they'll go to New York for the championship. But after today, right? Like tonight's game starts at 7, and tomorrow, the game's tomorrow, Argentina and Egypt play at 11 a.m., and then Colombia and Switzerland play at 3. The, whatever you call this, the quarterfinal games, France and Morocco on July 9th at 3 p.m. The U.S. will play Spain on July 10th at 2 p.m., England and Norway on July 11th at 4 p.m., and then the winner of the match 100, that's an 8 o'clock game on July 11th. And then the rest of the games, 2 o'clock. The championship game is a 2 o'clock game, and the third place game that's happening in Miami, I didn't know they had a third place game. That's a 4 o'clock in the afternoon game. So we're about to get into the crappy times. Like the bigger the game, the more inconvenient the time. Like next Tuesday, Team USA could be playing in Dallas at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Which is kind of weird, which means a lot of people probably won't show up for work that day.
Well, I mean, you're right, including us.
Well, exactly.
Oh, wait. Or we're going to have to, I don't know, make arrangements and be live at the Roo Pub.
Well, yeah, we got to be somewhere.
What
for
kind
sure.
of bleep show would that end up being if
goodness.
the soccer game is on and we're at the Roo Pub? But could you imagine watching that game through 2 panes of glass and Pledger's head over there? That would suck.
Yeah, it would suck.
But all these times, the bigger the games, why are they not all in prime time? Because it's going to be in the middle of the night across the pond?
That's the only thing I can think of. Are they trying to cater to those folks? And I wish they wouldn't do that, In all honesty.
You arrogant American?
Well, I am an arrogant American. I feel more arrogant today than I have in a long time.
As you should.
Because, the Euros hate us again, so that's good.
Well, we're a soccer country.
Yes, we are.
I mean, the corruption.
Yes.
The anticipated bribery number, which, again, 5 million feels about right to get a red card overturned. I don't know what their actual shopping list is to get that done, but it feels like that's what was needed. Like all day yesterday and trying to figure out what the hell was going on, the accusations that America is now a soccer country.
It really does feel pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Officially now a soccer country. Just feels good to say that, doesn't it?
That we're a soccer country?
Soccer country.
Does that feel good?
Not really.
But
no.
You're a soccer fan.
Well, I'm a World Cup fan.
So when the World Cup is over, you won't watch soccer again for 4 more years?
I doubt it, in all honesty. I don't know. Maybe I will. Our good friend Katie Goodman has educated us to the point where, maybe go out and see an SAFC game and do that and experience that and, have a good time on a Saturday afternoon or whatever it is. And but no.
Are you going to wake up early to watch
No.
the Premier League?
No, I'm not. And that's the thing. I appreciate what these guys are doing. I do. I appreciate the talent that they all have. But I'm a World Cup fan, and I'm enjoying these games. But no, I'm not all of a sudden going to, be a fan of Manchester United and follow them around.
I mean, was it the Tottenham Spurs?
Yeah.
We could be Spurs fans through and through.
I guess we could.
I see, and I kind of feel the same way. And also, what else is on, right? You're not choosing a baseball game over a World Cup game in a lot of cases, especially if Team USA is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of shows that I've got queued up, but I can watch those whenever.
Sure.
And I forget, when it was in Qatar, didn't they play the World Cup in December so it wasn't 180 degrees outside?
Well, they needed to.
Well, yeah, but it was football season, so it totally wasn't on my radar then. Like, the timing of this is perfect.
Nothing against Qatar. I've never been, but I hear it's a beautiful place.
It is lovely.
But, dude, they shouldn't be playing any kind of sports outdoors there.
Well, apparently there was a lot of money spent to get them.
Well, I'm sure there was, but...
Not that they bribed anybody.
They need to have domed stadiums.
Yeah.
With plenty of AC.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, this controversy, too, has just kind of added to the flavor of what's going on. And I fully expect, I wouldn't be surprised if tonight it could be a little chippy.
I mean, look, I half-ass apologized to my Texas Tech friends because they were trying to figure out why I was so anti-Tech the way they were going about trying to defend Brendan Sorsby, because that was PR disaster for Texas Tech. And in a lot of ways, defending the way this red card was suspended feels a lot the way Red Raiders were defending Brendan Sorsby.
Apples and oranges, though, right?
Well, obviously apples and oranges, but, you kind of feel like this is wrong, but you have to do it. Right? I'm excited that he's playing tonight, but it feels kind of wrong based on the rules that I thought I knew and what FIFA told us the day after he got the red card. There's no appeal process. It is what it is.
There is no appeal process, but they should have been reviewing that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it should have been overturned the day after. I mean, it really should have been because it
should have been.
It was just a horrible
call. It was a bad call.
Horrible call, and everybody was shocked that dude pulled a red card out of his pocket. So they got it right. I'm happy they got it right.
Ultimately.
Maybe the whole process around it, you can argue about and say that was wrong, whatever, but they got it right at the end of the day. And, Belgium can go jump in a lake if they don't like it.
But the reality is, our poll question on our YouTube page, and you still have a couple of minutes to go vote, did FIFA make the right call? It is 65% yes, 35% no. And when you, I think there are a lot of people that are like, it's just doesn't feel right. But at the same time, it's FIFA. There's corruption. We're involved with it. Cool. As long as our players playing.
Yeah.
But how would we be reacting if it were another team with the similar situations? And now there have been several other red cards suspended for this match. We've kind of talked about that, and you've read it and you've seen it. But from what the FIFA guy said and then what the president actually said versus the statement, and then all these other countries, the integrity of the game worldwide, not just it's just like how bad was this?
Look, I don't want to hear anybody talk about FIFA and integrity of the game.
Well,
all right, I mean, seriously. We could just throw that out the window right now. It's kind of like I've been telling you. If you're a soccer fan and you're enjoying this, I don't want to hear anybody complain about SGA flopping around. I mean, it's comical watching these soccer players flop. Dude, I don't know what match it was we were watching, Maggie and I. There was a dude that went down. He's grabbing his leg like he broke it in half. And then 10 seconds later, he's up running full speed down the floor or the grass. I mean, it's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
Did you go to Vegas, by the way?
Did I go to Vegas?
Yeah. Jeff Benson from Circa Las Vegas just tweeted out, a big bomb banger just came in on USA here at Circus Sports. $750,000.
On the United States.
Wow.
Well, first of all, the good folks at Circa wouldn't take that amount of money from me because they know I don't have it. So there would be a problem there.
The person at the window doesn't bite.
Well, I'm just saying, I'd have to get one of the big shots there at Circa to vouch for me, and I'm not sure they would do that.
Derek?
He's
not going to vouch
for
you.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
Although he's got plenty of money. He maybe could loan me $750.
His job is to take money from you.
Yes, he does. It is. Can't wait till we're the end of the next month.
End of next month.
End of next month.
Go to circusports.com and book your rooms and join us out there August, 26th through the 30th. We're going to be live out there.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Pledge, you got a show? All right, Extra Innings with Pledger. That's coming up next year on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Be sure and join the fellows in the morning. AJ and Rob, they're going to get things going at 6 o'clock. Minix and I will be right back here at 2. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and